Big Ray in the house, Mr. Meat Sweats himself, filling in for Storey on Storey's usual slot. He is playing board games right now. He'll be on in a little bit. He has a board game night apparently with his buddy. I don't know if there's some.
And why don't we have those?
Some penetration involved. I like board games.
So I can't kill you in Risk. We just can play for days and days and days and days.
I like Risk. Did you watch that entire Sunday night game?
Yeah,
it was weird.
No, it's not.
Really weird.
It's lining up exactly to what this weekend has showed us, or not this, just this week, week 13. Like the NFL is wide open. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong. I mean,
wide open.
Unless tomorrow the Patriots come out and win handily, like 30-10, something like that. I'm saying like a blowout, basically. Like, I know it's against the Giants, but I don't care. Clearly, just looked what happened tonight, and looked what happened throughout this week. There is. It is the NFL. It's not college. Like, these are guys who are professionals. I know, like, people think, oh, like any given Sunday, but it is true. And I mean, it's literally showing right now. And I don't really remember, Rob, but to be honest, like this wide open of the entire league. Like,
no, I mean, usually after like week 8, there's a guaranteed like 2 favorites in each conference, one for sure.
Like a handful, like six-ish teams. You know what I mean? Like you could like more like 4. You could probably pick from, but like 6-ish that you feel pretty confident they like could end up in the final 2 of their conference. And like, I mean, we can still try to do that, and it'll probably end up being close to being right, but it's crazy.
Denver
right now,
just got worked, but I mean, I know they won the game, but I consider this a loss. Like in terms of like their championship prospects. Bo Nix, that interception that he threw to Bobby Wagner, like literally staring at him the whole time, like staring him down and then staring at him again and just throwing the ball right to him. Like, I'm sorry, man. Like Rex Grossman didn't do that shit. Like that's rough.
Don't be that harsh. Rex definitely did that, but
yeah, okay.
Not,
right. Rex Grossman did that shit. There you go.
Rex wasn't 11th overall, right? 12th, whatever.
It's not even about that. It's like I'm not seeing growth from Bo Nix and Sean Payton, man. Storey's going to do a number on Sean Payton.
It's regression right now.
It's regression, and it's rough, dude. And
well, because
you know what, Washington, good for them. They fucking fought hard. They fought hard. Marcus Mariota, legit quarterback. He is better than 6 starting quarterbacks right now. Like, he's good. He's a gamer.
The Vikings wish they had him right now. Let's leave it at that. Oh my God,
they would do very bad things to get that man. Michael, I'm up 4.26. I have Drake May. He has Wan'Dale Robinson. If it's full PPR, 4 for passing touchdown, there's a chance. No, he's up. You're up. If you were down 4.2.
Right. No, you have May.
I mean,
you have your quarterback. And Wan'Dale Robinson had his great game with Winston. Winston's not playing now. Mike Jackson's more of a healthy runner.
I want to touch on RJ Harvey just because fuck you, RJ Harvey. So, dude, the line was 47.5, on my bets. It went up. It was 58.5 at game time, dude. I'm just like, best bet I ever made. And I felt really good about that bet.
No. Yeah, no, I did.
Now, for fantasy purposes, he salvaged his day. You're an RJ Harvey owner. I'm not. Like, you got to be shitting your pants right now. I know he had 2 touchdowns, but, dude, it's literally a 3-way committee. Like, McLaughlin's playing series, not snap series, and Bidet plays third downs. So, like, in last week, McLaughlin got the goal line carry. This just happened that Harvey got the goal line carries this game. But, like, also, I got to say one thing. Did you hear the announcers kept on saying that RJ Harvey's 220 pounds?
Dude,
they said it 3 times. You know how tall RJ Harvey is?
5'8", 5'9"?
Yeah, 5'8". So Bijan Robinson, for instance, is 5'9", 220, 215 actually.
He's only 5'9", Bijan.
Yeah, no maybe 5'10", maybe 5'10". Yeah,
no. That means they're lying. That means he's 5'8" for sure.
He's taller. He is taller than RJ Harvey, and that's a big dude. Bijan's a big dude. Like, and I looked at his draft profile. I looked at the site. RJ Harvey's listed at 205. And like the announcers just kept on like saying, dude, RJ Harvey using his 220-pound frame. I'm like, dude, he's not 220. He might not even be 200. And just like, dude, the announcing, the referees, just like weird. It's just not good. And that's Chris Collinsworth, who I enjoy Collinsworth. I think he's a little lazy these days. He just moans and groans. Just, oh man, this guy over here. Oh,
I just hate him because he's a dick rider of Mahomes and just like every major quarterback. And it's just very annoying.
Yeah, he didn't do a lot of dick. He didn't ride too much dick in terms of Bo Nix. He did a little bit. There wasn't much dick to ride, though.
I was about to say there's no dick to be riding because I was riding his dick last year going into this year. Bo Nix, like, oh, dude, this is a great fantasy pit, but oops, not so much.
How about Scary Terry, dude?
Yeah, he looked good tonight.
How about Scary Terry? Beyond good. I mean, that's a matchup with the best corner in the NFL, in my mind, for my money. And he didn't torch them, man.
He's just I'm not gonna. Here's the problem with him, dude. He's one of the most inconsistent, talented guys in the NFL. He might have just decided to care tonight because it was against the best of the best, and he decided to show up. He might just play up. I mean, I don't think he's untalented because I think he's very talented. He just literally does what he does, man. He has these games. It's like, oh my God, Scary Terry should be a high second round pick, mid second round pick. And then the rest of the season does, what he does. Like, because he'll have these type of games out of, 17 games, 5, that makes you enough to be like, ugh.
I'm feeling good. As a McLaurin owner, I'm feeling good for 2 reasons. He looked healthy. He was playing hard, and, like, he had no reason to come back, right? Like, this team has some pride. They were in the NFC Championship game last year. You heard it from what they were saying about the.
What do you mean? He has no reason to come back.
Like, he gets paid if he plays or not. He just got paid. They're not cutting him. Like I'm saying, he didn't have to come back this game. He could have sat out the rest of the year, got his paycheck. Jaden Daniels is coming back. They made that pretty clear with when they were talking about Terry McLaurin coming back. Like, Jaden Daniels will be back this year, which, again, I disagree with. I don't know why they do it. But I'm just saying, man, he's coming back, and this Commanders team seems to have some fantasy assets on it, which we didn't think, 2 weeks ago we thought it was nobody, right? And Terry McLaurin is a must start. I'm sorry, like, he's a must start now because we saw the reason why Terry McLaurin had 5 straight 1,000 yards.
I just think he's not as good as you're acting like he is because he just doesn't care. Like, I know he showed today in general. Like, I don't know why does he not show up as much as he does?
It's not his fault. They've always used him terribly. They never use him creatively.
Oh, so just tonight with Mariota, just against the best defense, they decided.
No, they actually used him creatively a little bit in this game.
No, and I'm playing devil's advocate. He's like, I would start him. He's definitely like a worthy wide receiver 2, and at worst a wide receiver 3, a good wide receiver 3. So I'm saying, like, most people.
Dude, I was literally considering dropping him 2 weeks ago because I thought he wasn't coming back. I would never
done that, but just because you know me, I'm starting. That's just me.
You are. All right, so let's get to our 2 big things. I think we touched on a little bit in terms of no good teams, but or no, like, dominant teams.
That's my number one big thing, dude. The Panthers. So can we can you and I redo those pictures on the side?
What do you want?
One be Tommy Lee, and well, you're probably hairier than me, so I'll take Tommy Lee.
Ooh.
I mean, I guess that
you'll take Tommy Lee, huh?
I have
No. You don't take Tommy Lee. Tommy Lee takes you, bro.
It takes you. Yeah.
Have you seen the Pam Anderson Tommy Lee? I mean, everyone's seen it, right?
Yeah. Dude, well, back in the day, yeah, of course.
She's an angel.
You know what? I'm happy for her that she stopped wearing makeup. Like, she's obviously not nearly as good looking now, but like, she just seems happy now. She's like, I'm not a porn star now. I'm just like me. You know what I mean? Instead of like, clearly it sounds as if she hated herself back in those days when everybody worshipped her, which is like the biggest oxymoron. I'm saying like every man you ever come across would worship you, but you hate yourself, which I mean, I would understand if you have no privacy in your life, like literally like body, life, everything. And that was even before social media, man. That's how fucking.
So that's our big thing is that Pam Anderson's an angel that now has no makeup on. All right, what's your big thing? It's a parody. It's a parody, right?
That is my.
How about the Rams? Let's touch on the Rams real quick. The Rams destroy the Bucs. Destroy the Bucs. Even before Baker got hurt, they were destroying the Bucs. And then just get work. I mean, I'm not saying work. They lost by 3 points.
No,
they were manhandled
by them
at the line of scrimmage by the Panthers. Just no one saw that one coming, man.
Hey, I sort of said, man. I told you that was one of the games I was interested in. Did I not? Go back and look at the tape. I said I was, because like, to your point, a lot of the good games were done before the weekend happened. So like, what games we were looking forward to, and that was a game I was interested in because I said the Rams go across the pond, not across the pond, but cross country. The Panthers are a spunky, feisty team, and to be honest, dude, I mean, I'll eat crow, man, dude. Chase, not Chase Young, but Chase Young. No, Bryce Young. He looks pretty damn good
Most
today, man.
inconsistent quarterback, dude. That team is literally like the Falcons were kind of that team earlier in the year. Now the Panthers could
they're
lose
young with
by
no
3 scores.
But now without a like money talent compared to the Falcons, you know what I mean? So like I would have more faith in them going forward than the Falcons, who have better talent.
By the way, that game was so funny because the Falcons should want to win that game because they're still theoretically in the playoffs. It was Falcons Jets, right? Jets we're sitting at the number 2, I believe the number 2 draft slot.
Yeah, they're 2-8.
and they win, and the Falcons are still technically mathematically, alive. No, they weren't once the Panthers won and shit. But like they don't have a first round pick. So like they need to win this game so that trade looks not as bad, not as historically bad, because if they lose out, they're giving the Rams like the number 8 overall pick. And for what? A bum ass edge rusher that's like had personal issues. Like gross, dude. They were in win now mode and like they're in a really bad spot. And now the Jets, we're talking about the fans, we're talking about the Eagles fans just like booing. And fans are dumb. The point is, Jets fans, I get it was a nice win, but like, what does that win matter? You beat a Falcons team at home to lose the number 2 overall pick, and now you're looking at the number 6 pick. That's a big difference, man. That's a big difference.
Well, it's the same difference of every Bears fan being super happy we beat the Packers in the last game of the year last year, when that cost us, I think, 2, maybe 3 draft spots up.
Things like that. Like, I mean,
but I'm saying like
at least that's a rivalry game. At least that means something to the fans. Like this doesn't mean shit. This is an
no, right. Of course, but if everybody doesn't understand this in this chat and watching this right now, Bears fans. Not necessarily me and Rob. Like, I mean, of course, I like in most ecstatic. I hate the Packers, but there are Bears fans who literally say the Bears have a successful season if they win 2 games and lose every other game in the year. And the only 2 wins are against the Packers. There are people on the radio, on record, fucking saying that. Clearly insanity. It's like I hate them, but I would rather win 6 or 15 games and be 15-2 and lose against the Packers both games.
That's the dumbest statement ever. That's a Mike Ditka. That's like Mike Ditka lower
Best
right.
coach ever. Yeah,
right. I'm going to answer Brock's question here. Week 14, starting Dak or Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones can't be started right now because he's injured and he's playing okay. He had a decent stat line today, but like Dak Prescott is a must start. Let me repeat. Dak Prescott is a must start. He has a top 6 option. What are you nibbling on there, Ray?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, it's the meat. It's the meat. All right. My big thing is. Mine was the same as you, so I'm gonna pivot here to the Minnesota Vikings. I talked up Rosmer on this stream. I'll take the L.
I'm trying to tell you this guy, somebody I never heard of. Which, of course, when I don't know nobody and you do, that means nothing because you've known many names and have been right. But I've heard of Michael Wilson. I've heard of Parker Washington and these other guys. I've never heard of this Max guy. Whoops.
What were some of those picks, dude? Like, and also Seattle's defense. I think Seattle and Houston are such a cut above. Even Denver, we saw Denver is human. Like those defenses don't put up games like that. Like even the loss they had to the Rams, that was because 4 picks from Sam Darnold. You know what I mean? Like that defense didn't give up much. So, hold on a second. I don't know why it's not popping up in here. Show comments on stage. There we go. All right. I'm scared to death to play the Panthers twice to close out the season, the NFC South. Talking about the Bucks. That's a tough matchup for you. Just because they have nothing to lose. Again, the Bucks they're the favorites, right? They're in win now mode. They have all the players. Bryce Young is just out there flinging the goddamn ball, and it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, man.
You guys are gonna kill him.
Great touchdown throw from Ted McMillan.
Let's here. I'm gonna talk about the Vikings real quick though. Like this is like the year from hell season beyond a year from hell. And the crazy thing is, usually the year from hell season is all injury based. Like the Niners had it early in the year and they weathered the storm. This isn't really injury based. Like it's quarterback based.
No. There's a lot of injuries. No, they're down their entire starting left side of their O line. And
I get it, but it's not like it's not.
Aaron Jones went out.
They're not losing like all pro. Yeah, but they're not losing all pro players. You know what I mean? They're not losing guys like Fred Warner and fucking Joey Bosa. Those are like big losses.
I understand, but when if you're just an okay team, which the Vikings are and were, they clearly just were an above average team with Sam Darnold. Now they're showing their true colors. They're not that good. They're average. They're below average with a shitty quarterback.
JSN, rough game today.
Yeah, don't
not good.
Tell me about it.
All right, I'm gonna hit you guys with the intro, and then we're gonna get to everyone's question in a bit. I made a custom one for you, Ray. You might like this one. Oh, not playing. Not playing. So you couldn't see the bottom. The Vikings, the Vikings are shit. Justin Jefferson, 2 catches for 4 yards, dude. And did you see his expressions? And like he's giving up on plays. He's dropping passes. And like what I first thought of was
Randy Moss on the Raiders right now. This is exactly what I thought
of. You know, Boogie Nights, William H. Macy, when he keeps on walking on his wife, fucking random guys, and like the look on his face, he's just like, that was a look on Justin Jefferson's face every time Brosmer threw another pick. Just like, oh, I walked into my wife, fucking another dude. Like, and then eventually he double murder. So hopefully Justin Jefferson doesn't go that far. Although maybe 9 and Brosner kind of deserve it.
But I mean, honestly, I'm going to be serious, dude. Depending what they do this offseason, because right now I would be willing to bet I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but the entire locker room has probably turned on JJ. Like, they don't believe in him. They don't even care like how type of improvement he has. They just think like, dude, you are so bad. Even if you improve, you become average. Like, we are better than average. We need better than this. Like, what the hell? And so, I mean, I'm just saying, like, I think depending what they do at quarterback in the offseason, JJ might become, like I said, just as bad as Randy Moss in that locker room to basically, like, force himself out of there. As he should, to be honest, because fuck that play. Well, fuck the Vikings.
Get him to the Bears. Get him to the Bears, man.
Yeah, we'll trade you DJ Moore and picks.
Yeah. Are you panicking on Gatson?
Yeah, dude. I mean, honestly, with that injury that because with that hand injury with Herbert, no, there was a reason that it looked like. By the way, good call on Vidal, I should say, but nonetheless, there was a reason it looked like that they really leaned on that run game, like after that injury, especially. So I don't think it'd be necessarily Gadsden's fault. I think it'd be more Herbert's health, especially because that O-line, the tackles are gone. I mean, and he's injured.
You know, he's getting surgery right now. They didn't announce like what the severity is. He's getting surgery tomorrow on that hand. Now it's his left hand. You saw with Aaron Rodgers though, like he came back and he hit it a couple times.
But he couldn't hand it off left.
Right.
Hand,
so
like that cast was crazy. I don't think I've ever seen that. Like, good for Rodgers. I've been trying to be tough, but my God, he was an idiot for starting his.
Real quick, Kamani Vidal. Do you see someone dropped him in our league? I have him, and like someone dropped him. I picked him up, and it's the 3rd place team, Finger Blasters, dude. And like, if Hampton's out for the year, that's my 4th running back. I can start him in flex, my 2nd flex spot. Like, thanks for handing me the league, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, thanks, because I have Terry McLaurin as my wide receiver 3. Like, my team's coming together pretty goddamn well. Ray is just like, fuck my life right now. Let's move on. Mark says,
mind you that when I have St. Brown in that league going out, JSN taking in the dump, fuck
bad
you.
You can afford it.
Finger Blasters, if you're listening, fuck you. What the fuck you doing, dude? Drop Vidal.
I forgot who he picked up. It was some bum.
I don't care. You have worse players on your
and those of you listening, it's a super flex with 3 receivers, 2 running backs, 2 flex spots, and 9 bench spots. So like, dude, the waiver wire is as barren as a 60-year-old's womb. Like there's nothing on it. So you're dropping Kamani Vidal, and the best thing is he has a Marion Hampton. It's like, bro, like secure that backfield. Yeah, I love it. Waller, Strange, Ertz, or Ingram rest of the season. Ingram had that. He looks explosive. He also dropped like 3 passes in this game. Waller looked good. He almost had a touchdown. Man, but Zach Ertz, dude, 10 catches. Did I see that right? 10 catches. So what's the answer, Ray? I know you're still pissed about me getting Vidal for free. I'm pretty happy about it.
The answer is right now, rest of the season. I mean, Waller was killing it when he was healthy. Did he do okay today, or did he do bad? I can't remember.
Yeah, no, he had like 3 or 4 catches, but he had an 8-yard touchdown, but he barely didn't get his feet in. So, but Strange, now you have Parker Washington out. I don't know what the injury is, but like Washington's out. Ertz had 10 catches.
They ruled him out right away. It was like he was out, and then he went out and he was ruled out right away. So he'll be out, if not for the rest of the year. I'm sure, like for right now, usefulness he's done.
Dude,
I would say I think it's in order, and I would just switch Ingram and Ertz personally.
No, dude, Zach Ertz is balling. I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
Really?
I can't believe it. I said it 3 times. Yeah, he's old, but he had 10 catches. Like 10 catches.
That ball was literally. Man. I would have caught that. If that was the same exact.
If it was a piece of steak. If it was a piece of steak, Ray, you would have caught that.
No. In your
mouth.
I'm not talking about how he might have jumped. I'm talking in my hands where that ball was hit. I would have caught it, guaranteed. Play all you want.
Hetzer, I have 102 points. My opponent has 93. I have Stephon Diggs. He has Patriots defense. Oh, I mean, I sure hope so.
Unless the Patriots have a Seattle Seahawks defensive game, you'll be fine.
I would say you'd have a chance to win if it was the other way around. That's how I feel about that. Flowers Odunze chalked. Is Mitchell for the Jets worth an ad and start? His volume has increased with Taylor at quarterback. Ray, remember when I was mentioning that he's a league winner like multiple times last week on the stream? I started Adonai Mitchell in like 4 spots, dude. And he had like 1 catch for 4 yards after like the first 25 game minutes. I'm like, what am I doing? But dude, so John Mechie had like 3 for 8 yards. It's literally Adonai Mitchell had 11 targets. He looks amazing. If he catches the ball, he's an elite talent. And like, why wouldn't they just pepper that dude with targets, see what they have? So he's definitely worth a waiver, right?
Yeah, they trade for him. Like they're not going to use him. But I wouldn't say that Flowers is no doubt. Go ahead and start. I'll put it this way, Hollywood. Go ahead and start Mitchell over those two and talk to us after we told you. Oh, you told us to start him over Odunze and Flowers. Well,
see, I'm not going that far.
Well, that's what he said. They're chalked. That means like they're.
Well, no, he was just saying he said worth an ad or start. Definitely worth an ad. Let's take a look at them. Now his matchups are nice.
So he's saying
are chalked. Like he's saying they're done. Flowers is fine, dude. He should. The thing is, Flowers had a touchdown called back. Remember the touchdown he got called back on the offensive pass interference? That was bullshit. The day's different. Odunze is more concerning to me because that's a run-first team, and they spread the goddamn ball around. Colson Loveland's emerging. Cole Kmet's there. Luther Burden's is balling, and DJ Moore doesn't leave the field very much. So, Flowers is a must-start for me. And then he says Goff against the Cowboys, a question mark. I refuse to start Lamar. Goff's fine against the Cowboys. It's Thursday night, though, so I'm starting Lamar.
Have fun. I'm starting Lamar, too. Have fun with starting Goff. Again, come back to us when I'm saying I'm being ignorant, but I've had Goff in this season. I have Lamar. I know Lamar's sucking right now. I'm taking Lamar. Especially Dallas defense is being much better. And without
my Bijan Seahawks
doesn't help.
My Bijan Seahawks and Myers 71.3. I have the Myers is my most owned kicker. I have him in 12 leagues, and then I have Seahawks D in 9 leagues. So I have that stack in a bunch, and it's just they got me 40 points. By the way, Ray, you're not gonna believe this, dude. I am somehow me and Storey just got eliminated today. We have the second most points in a 12-team Fantrax league. We're out of the playoffs now. That's the only league. There's that and one other league I'm eliminated in. I'm in the playoffs in 22 leagues out of 25, guaranteed. And I have one league. If I win next week, I'm in. I'll be 23 out of 25 with 15 buys. I have $8,000 on the line. I'm saying if this shit pays off, think of how much fucking loot is on the line in these leagues. 10 championships is I don't know, 18 grand, 20 grand. We'll see. I just want to beat you actually, but Ray just doesn't care. He's just fuck you, Rob. RJ has thick legs. He played at 207-ish in college. Yeah, he's 205. He's listed at 205. He's not bigger than that. Collinsworth has just gotten lazy, man. Super Mariota, damn straight. I could not stand. Dude, did you hear how they were pronouncing Mariota's name? Mariota. It's if you listen to the intros, he said Mariota in the intros.
Mariota.
Mariota. Never heard it.
No, I could have sworn I heard Collinsworth say Mariota.
No, he was saying
Mariota. No, it's Marcus Mariota.
Yeah. Now, technically it's a T, so maybe that is how you pronounce it, but I've never heard it he's been in the league for 10 years. I've never once heard it, and I've heard it in college, never once.
No, he was a Heisman winner. We would have known by now. That's
right. It's not a Bijan thing. This is like the counselor announcing games. Imagine that. Your boy, you're a closet Banya fan. You're a closet counselor fan. Connor says, would you rather have Waddle or McLaurin
more than counselor?
Would you rather have Waddle or McLaurin rest of the season? This is still Waddle, I think, but it's close.
God. I think, honestly, I would say there's no much even. I think it's a coin flip. I mean, I think it would just be Waddle because you have no Hill and you have the better quarterback. So that's the answer. But Miami's just like they seem to be leaning on the run a lot because Achan's been murdering it this year. Wasn't there a great game today?
He's so good, man. He is so good. He's back to his almost the efficiency he had his rookie year, and he's getting all the work. It's like he's averaging, and like I think the last 6 games he's averaging 6.5, 7 yards a carry. Unreal, man. Silver started JJ and Michael Wilson instead of Terry and Marv. Ouch. You know what? I started Michael Wilson over Terry over Marv in a bunch of leagues.
Well, I probably would have started Marv if I knew Marv was starting, which we did. But you listen to Rob. Rob loves Michael, and he's not wrong though, because Michael Wilson
still had 7 targets. I mean,
Michael Wilson's had
such a game though.
Well, so what? 6 weeks at this point now? So 5 weeks.
What?
Until I was saying Michael Wilson's run up until this week.
It was just 2 weeks. It was just 2 weeks. It was because Marvin only missed 2 weeks. It was 15 catches, and then it was 10 catches. And then it was 3 catches this week. Well, I'm up 130, 129. I have Hendo. He has Hunter Henry, full PPR. I mean, you better win, but unfortunately, Hunter Henry gets these sneaky. But the nice advantage you have is Hunter Henry just had a big game. And the history of Hunter Henry's career, he has one awesome 25-point game, and then he follows it up with 3 games or 4 weeks to get to that 25-point mark. And then he goes 25 again. And yeah, that was also against the Bengals. So let's not count that Hunter Henry game as real. That was pretty fake.
And let's be honest, I mean, I don't know. How about you? Do you believe until further notice that they'll just still give it to Hendo more than Stevenson? Only reason, like I said, is because last week I know Stevenson's first week back, and I know you had tribulations about that, but he only averaged 3 yards of carry. Like he was really inefficient with his opportunities. So he's going to have
more work. He'll have more work,
sure.
Yes, but will have 70% of the share? Probably not. No, but I still want him over Hunter Henry.
Right.
I don't know. I feel like Hunter Henry, having a tight end having a great game against the Bengals is like being a virgin and banging a hooker and being like, I lost my virginity. It's like, no, you paid, bro. And that was also
really.
A dude, so.
You go fuck yourself because Colson Loveland had his breakout game against them. Go fuck off. He never fucked no prostitutes.
Jay Moore, will the Panthers go back to Chuba? I mean, it appears it's a 50-50 split right now, and I am just heartbroken.
I think I called it, man.
I'm hurting.
In between the 20s, it's gonna be Rico, and I'm passing downs. It's gonna be Chuba.
No, it's not even that. It's a true 50-50, dude. They're switching series.
I watch them handing off quite often. Yeah, I know.
It's gross, man. And you know what? It makes both of them. Like in a game like this, they're both playable. But
they're flex options now. They're not even running back 2s. They're just flex options, which is not a fun fucking thing. Like because Rico should just be a running back 1 with Chuba being a flex. That's really what it should be. But here we are. They're both flex options. Ugh.
What's going on, Blake? Media manager Blake, how you doing? My Kentucky boy Chris Rodriguez was looking good. That's another messy backfield. JCM barely plays now. And real quick, GT says it still counts. It still counts. Does paying a prostitute for sex count? Like if you're a virgin as like having sex? I know you did, but like it's not as cool.
No, because that means you weren't able to convince a girl drunk as fuck, blacked out, or sober, whatever range you want to lay it out, that you couldn't convince them to let them get raided by you. A prostitute's getting money, so of course they'll let anything happen. So
and, like she's not into it, like she's gross and disease ridden, like there's a million things wrong with it.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, nah. A Green's word said Chuba and Rico equals Switten Manungai. Here's the difference. Well, he's not wrong, but here's the difference. Bears have a much better O-line and an offense, so those two are. I would start both of them as a running back too. To be honest, not necessarily super happy about it, but if you have to, both of them could be a running back too. But both would be much better flex options than the other two. But the Bears do have a hard schedule coming up, so that also could change.
In a vacuum, who do you want out of those two? I'm saying that I got this for you. Are you ready?
Yeah, well, Mom also said for you to stop sticking your dick in the vacuum cleaner.
Hello? Hello?
I said, don't disturb me when I'm cleaning my room.
I said, don't disturb me when I'm cleaning my room.
Doofy, bro.
Always a doofy ready for service.
Smell my finger. What is that? My ass?
Yeah,
Dude, so Mariota.
Like, hey, Dewey, what does that smell like? I don't know. That's manhood, Dewey. Oh, yeah? They going to smell what? Oh, what is that in my ass?
Mariota had 50 throws and 10 runs today. 60 opportunities. Like, that is like fucking elite.
That's elite
level.
Elite fantasy production. Well, opportunity.
Fuck.
That's fucked. That is bad.
Bryce Young could. That I would agree with you there, Max. He has these games, man. He has these games. Stafford played okay. Devontae Adams just keeps on dominating, bro. He's gonna catch 20 fucking touchdowns this year. They don't run the ball with Kyron at all. At all. By the way, are you worried about Kyron? Because, I had the bat and he hit it, but like Blake Corum's out there ripping off 30-yard runs left and right. Every time Blake Corum's in the game, an explosive play happens. Kyron just gets like 7 yards on like a with a hole. Blake Corum is like fucking flying through the hole. Like, is this going to turn into it already kind of has. Like the snap share doesn't say so, but like, is this turning into a 50-50 split between Kyron and Corum? Because Corum is the better back. He's not as savvy. He's not as good in pass pro, but he is the more explosive back. It's not even debatable.
I mean, no, I don't. I will say that right now. Give it another week because we'll see what happens with Williams' knee injury. I'm saying because I know he came back, but he still hurt his knee. So I would say if the same outcome happens next week, I would then agree with that. But right now, no. But I am worried about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely worried as a Kyron owner. I'm still starting Kyron because of touchdown.
Yeah, you should be worried because if I get fucked into my leagues with I have Kyron, I got Blake Corum in our league, and well,
I'm fine. I'll lose our league. I have Blake Corum in like 15 leagues. So like I'll take the dubs in those leagues, all the Fantrax leagues. It needs an injury for Blake Corum to be like a must start. But how good would he be if Kyron
I'm glad
down?
you care more about your Fantrax leagues than me beating you 3 times in a year, 3 years in a row, you little bitch. So I can't wait.
I care about money, and I need to, I'm glad
because I
do want pride
beating my friends, so I can talk shit to you on public and lives like I can do right now. And if I do it 3 times in a row, it'll be that much for another year.
If it was 2 Fantrax leagues compared to our league, I wouldn't care. We're talking about like 15 shares of Blake Corum. Like that would be so many wins. Early week 14 defense question: Denver at Vegas or Cleveland versus Tennessee? The best 2 options probably of the week. I'm going Cleveland against Tennessee because they're at home. And Cleveland is just, I know they look bad today, but like Tennessee is not getting any better, folks. Like we saw a little bit from Cam Ward. It's not even Cam Ward's fault. Like he gets sacked and pressured at every play. He's throwing at Tamir DK, an injured Alec Eilmaner, and Gunnar Helm. Like, it's not good there. So it's Cleveland. What are you taking? You taking Denver?
Gino. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, Gino's pretty bad. But Brock Bowers is there. There's no one on Tennessee that scares me.
I know this has nothing to do. The only reason I'm thinking this is because the Titans did not know that Treylon Burks was still in the league, caught a touchdown today, 2nd career touchdown.
Like, he had a decent game a couple weeks ago.
I remember picking him in multiple leagues for like a couple of years, thinking like, oh yeah, he'll do this, and never did. All of a sudden, I just see this today. I'm like,
dude,
motherfucker!
What a disaster that Treylon Burks trade was. Essentially, it was a 1-for-1. AJ Brown because they didn't want to pay him for Treylon Burks, the rights to Treylon Burks. That was the pick they made.
Right. Oh, I remember.
And the best thing is Treylon Burks came into the league he has asthma, so that was a concern. He also showed up to camp at like 245 pounds, like fucking blimp, and just couldn't stay healthy. It was a circus of shit that happened to that dude, so it was unfair. But he was like AJ Brown's a Hall of Fame talent, borderline Hall of Fame talent, and you had him at 20. He was 24, 25 years old when they traded him. Gross, Titans, gross. So are we going? You're going Denver. I'm going Cleveland here. Thoughts on Bucky Irving?
I mean, he looks pretty good for his opportunity today. Yeah. I mean, I would say that, at this point, I think he's all right. Yeah. I wouldn't say like 100% back. Like, from back to where he was like producing before he got hurt and last year, but he's very well trending well towards that. So we'll see what happens next week. And this week was great. I'm just because he was limited and he scored a touchdown. He looked healthy. So I'm thinking it's pretty good right now.
Jason's got to be doing jumping jacks, dude. Just fucking
Jason Jacks.
I mean, it was a close win. Yeah, Jason Jack. It was a close win, but it's they're getting healthy. That's the point. They're getting healthy, and I'm not worried about the Panthers if I'm the Bucs. Like, they have to just take care of business, and like all you want for the Bucs with what's happened this year is to control your own destiny, and they have that. So I'm always down with that in fantasy as well. I want to be able to, if I lose and I don't make the playoffs, it's on me. I don't want to have to worry about other teams beating the team I need them to beat to get in. That's scary.
I find it crazy that like the NFL totally made, like, once they made it the extra week, they made the divisional games so fucked in a good way, like for watching wise, because we have Carolina and Tampa Bay last 2 games in the last 4 weeks. We have Packers, Bears last 2 out of the last 4 weeks. We have Steelers and we have Bengals and Ravens 2 of the last 4 weeks. We have I'm sure I may have more look into it, but it's like they're purposely taking one team like per 2 division, or two per division, and putting them in the last 4 weeks, to play that team, whatever it is. And it's like, here we are, it's getting pretty interesting at the end here.
Jason, how drunk are you? Because he texted he texted the group, the Discord, at what was that, noon, with a cigarette and 2 beers. It's now 12:45 his time. So how many have you had, Jason? Let's guess the over under. What's the over under on Jason's brewskis? What are you saying? 16? 16, right?
15.
Okay, yeah. I thought you were going to say 5 or 6. I was like, no fucking way.
I can't tell. I can't tell if you can read 51 or 15. It's like, I'm not going to go ahead and say 51.
Yeah. Let's set it at 14.5. I'm taking the over. Jason, let us know what you're at if you even know. If you don't know, then the over hits. Ron says, should I play or flex Monangai rest of season? He's pretty safe to play, right?
I mean, Ron, I'd love to know your other options, to be honest. But, I mean, what you're asking us, yeah, right now. Because, again, we didn't really see it in the beginning of the year. Ben Johnson trusts him. He trusts him for short yardage. Even he does random catching. And he does everything that Swift does. It's just that Monangai is a bit more powerful. It's not lightning. It's not thunder and lightning, because Monangai is not quite a thunder, but he's much more powerful than Swift is. And Swift is more. It's weird. It's like 160 and 140. You know what I mean? They're not quite equally lightning and thunder, but. Again, yeah. I mean, he is. I just would like to know the rest of your options.
Hetzer, Colts, Jags, Texans. That division was supposed to be the worst division in football, one of the worst divisions in football. And the Texans are dangerous, dude. No one wants to see the Texans in the playoffs. CJ Stroud coming back, getting his legs back under him. Nico Collins is that dude.
Rob, I could have put a gun to your head and be like, I'm going to tell you right now, Rob, I'm from the future. Week 13. Going into week 14, the number 1 seed in the AFC, Jacksonville Jaguars. Number 1 seed in the NFC, the Chicago Bears.
No, the Broncos are number 1 seed.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, they won them. So
Broncos, Patriots.
No, I'm sorry.
Jags are first in that division, though.
But no, I'm sorry. I was thinking. You're right, though. I was sort of thinking that because I thought. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. I was thinking.
Just cut your losses in that one. Just cut your losses. The Vikings, bro.
Yeah.
The Vikings, bro. I have a little clip for you on the Vikings. Here you go.
I don't know, Peter. We already have Sam Darnold. Do you really want to go for the quarterback box?
Yeah, but it could be anything. It could even be Sam Darnold.
It was J.J. McCarthy.
Yeah, it was J.J. McCarthy.
By the way, I love the fact that was Stan from American Dad.
Yeah. Yep. The mystery box doesn't always work out. All right. It's also a sports memes channel, guys. So check that out on YouTube. Here's the link right here. Just search sports memes channel on YouTube. All the freshest memes. I get those from him. Thank you very much. We also have the beer chug fundraiser today, gentlemen. So every five super chats is a beer chug. Every $20 super chat is a beer chug. Everyone that signs up for the Patreon during the show gets a beer chug from us. I don't know. Are you drinking, Ray? This is also Helen Hunt. Say hello to Helen. Hi, Helen. Hi, Helen. This is Ray and Drag. We love that. And I want to shout out the Patreon members, everyone here supporting me, keeping the lights on. Thank you very much. Offering a lot of good shit. It's supporting me, but it's also getting in the community, getting access to our community fantasy leagues, which I will be paying for an entry next year in each league. Guest appearances on the podcast. We had Mark on the show last night. Mark was fucking awesome. Free merch giveaways. These awesome hats, new shirts, access to the Discord community, and access to early release on my bets. We are crushing right now, Ray. We are what are we? 6-3 on the week on player props, but that's par for the course, man. We're at 65% now officially on the year in player props. So we're making some money. So professionalfanatics.com is how you get info to all that. Ask if you're questioning it, ask anyone in the chat. Some of the guys, most of the guys in here are in there, and they will probably recommend it, I'm pretty sure, because it's a good time. And this show is 7 nights a week with 6 different guests. We don't stop when football ends. We go literally, it'll be 4 or 5 nights a week once football ends, doing random shit, still talking some ball, a lot of NFL draft stuff. And then we start in May with this shit for the prep for the upcoming 2026 season. Best ball drafts, all my fan tracks drafts. I literally post and stream every one of my drafts. So you can see high money leagues here early and see how ADP shifts, see how I draft, see how Storey drafts, see how Ray drafts. Going on 25. Jason's on 25 beers. Going on 25 now, boys. Always bet the over. Easy bet. How do you know it's 25? Are you keeping the beer tabs, Jason? Because that's impressive, bro.
You know,
you can handle it, man.
Jason, I'll believe you just because I feel like you're a good guy. Well, I know you're a good guy. But I want proof next time. I want a Gandalf staff taped out, and you post that on the Discord because I want to see it for Ray's entertainment.
Brosner is her. Brosner is not him. No, Brosner's it or her. Every time I take a shit, I think about the birds when I flush it. That's some fighting words to J Bob. I think they do need to trade Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, well, a lot of teams need to do a lot of things. Are they? No, they should.
Adam says better to pick up Corum/Robinson as a handcuff and drop Pearsall. 49ers have a good playoff schedule, but if no balls are going his way, who cares? I mean, I don't mind Pearsall rest of season. I think he will have better days, but he's barely a wide receiver 3, and I say barely. Probably not even. He's probably a top 40 guy. It depends on your roster, man. If he's your 5th receiver, go with the league winner. Blake Corum is a must own. I can't believe they're available. This must be a 10-team league. If it's a 10-team league, then why are you rostering Ricky Pearsall? He ain't going to do anything for you. So I'm grabbing both those guys, right? Got to do it. Hetzer says Rodgers looks fucking bad, dude. The whole Steelers. Yeah, it's not even Rodgers. Like Rodgers ain't playing good either, but everyone's playing terrible on that offense. It's a mess, dude. They're done. Are they done? They play the Ravens next week. A pissed off Ravens team. The loser of that game is in a world of hurt.
No, I'm not going to say they're done because I think the Ravens are a fucking fraud too with how Lamar's playing. So, to be honest, I think that's very wide open. Say butt all you want, but like nobody is that like dominant. The better team right now playing is the Ravens, sure. So I would still pick the Ravens, but they're not like blowing the doors off with that offense right now. Their defense is not that offense. The offense is pretty suspect, especially that pass defense or pass offense. I'm sorry.
I'll say this. Who do you trust to bounce back more? An Aaron Rodgers who's bleeding from the nose and has a broken fucking wrist, or Lamar Jackson?
Well, I'm still, of course. You have an easy question to answer, but it's like, I'm still like not convinced. I'll still answer what your question, but like the answer is what you're putting out is Lamar, but like it's not a totally. I'm talking as a team, fantasy wise. I'm still playing Lamar all day, but as a team, the Ravens still don't scare me. But right now, their defense. Honestly, I think it might come down to how hurt is TJ Watt because he got pretty.
Yeah, it doesn't seem serious though.
Okay, I'm not going to say that would be make or break, but if we'll say he was out for the rest of the season per se, that defense is automatically then decreased by a lot, and then the Ravens with trying to figure out offense with a better defense, I would take the Ravens so easily. I mean, I still will take the Ravens, and I still say it's like 60-40, but it's not like a runaway for them as much as you want it to be for your bets, is what I'll say.
Next week, do I start Waller, Strange, Kincaid, or Ertz? Not Kincaid. He's not even back yet. Man, it's Waller, Strange, and Ertz are a toss-up. Full PPR, I want to go Ertz. He's getting all that volume. I know it's gross, but I think rest of the season, I want Waller. I think Waller's the answer. Number one there, man. Number one besides, he's number 2 there, I guess you'd say, because I don't have a second receiver. I'm up 26. The other guy has Wandale, full PPR. I think
don't
you're
be
good,
afraid
man.
of last week. That's all I'll say.
And Wandale was also propped up from the Jameis Winston experience, which
thank you. That's going to be my follow-up. That's what my follow-up thing is that he had Jameson.
What was the best catch? What was the best catch to you? Puka's catch was fucking nasty, and then Bauer's catch was I can't believe Bowers made that catch. And then you had Treylon Burks' catch. So I almost want to eliminate Treylon Burks as how bad he is. I feel like it's luck.
So I'm not bad. It's just that was a good catch, but those other two are way better, and it's still Puka though, because the fact that he went like that and then ripped it out of the DB's arm with one arm. That's why.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm saying if the DB had no chance on it, I could argue that Bowers catch, but he like ripped, like, you know what I mean, like did that wrap around, like, I don't know, fucking insane.
Sven, do not worry about JSN. That was just that, like, they had no reason to do anything on offense. They could have literally kneeled the ball every time and won the game. I mean, that's a fact with the score because they had a defensive touchdown.
The Vikings are pathetic right now, and that's because they have no quarterback. So any NFL team can go against them right now and just be like, okay, they have no quarterback. So how do we scheme against this team? Now they have no starting running back. They have, their backup. So again, how do we scheme against this? It's pretty easy. I mean, high school coaches could do that. So don't overthink JSN. He's literally like, he had one. Let's put it this way: he was on pace to break the NFL record. He had one bad week, and you're going to like worry about that. And, they're human. It's the NFL. Things happen.
Yeah, it was just alarming, but you know what? It was still 2 catches. Like, it could have been a lot worse. Like, we've seen goose eggs, JSN's fine. He's fine. He was due for a game like this, too. I knew everyone was overreacting about Dowdle. Hubbard was still hurt when he first came back. I still think Dowdle's a better back, personally. That's just me. I'm not trying to be a homer either. I just still think he's a better back. What do you think?
Yeah, Dowdle. I think still Dowdle's a better overall like running back. I mean, I don't think he's as good as catching. I think Chuba's a pretty good catching running back, but overall, still, I think Rico's a better back, in my opinion.
Jason, I'll save the fallen soldiers, brother. Recycling guys know me. How many beer cans and boxes I dispose of? Yeah, so he knows. He's very green. He's a very green drinker. He wants to know exactly.
See, I don't think he is though. You just called him green. Wow.
Yeah. He's not green.
You green liberal bastard.
I'm pretty sure he's the farthest thing from a lib. And you know that you're just fucking with him.
Yeah, of course.
Jacoby Myers is looking good, and now with Parker Washington gone, this is a nice spot, right?
Yeah, man. I mean, especially like with the Jaguars, because honestly, like the Jaguars started off really well. They had that weird month, like to 6 weeks. They were winning some, but like lost more, like maybe like 2 and 4. I'm just pulling this out of my ass. I don't, but like I just remember them having a little bit of a lull after their hot start. And honestly, it looks like, they're going back to being the shitty old Jags. But no, I mean, I'm still not a Trevor Lawrence believer. I hate to say that. I just don't really think he's all that great. But hey, man, Duval.
Are the Chargers cooked with Herbert getting surgery on his hand? Well, we don't know if he's out. He might play through this. It's his left hand, and they're fine. They have the, as Hawk Harrelson would say, the catbird seat for the playoffs. They're good. The Chiefs are fucked. With what happened this weekend, the Chiefs are fucked. Like, I don't know what their playoff odds are, but hey, Mike Storey in the building. How was your game night, brother?
Good. We had the game on the iPad. We're playing a couple of board games. I am sweating out a Bo Nix, Cortland Sutton stack. At least I was, but that even with the touchdown, managed to sneak one out in the home league. So I was in a bit of a funk earlier today, and then the Seattle defense came through for me.
Well, they also fucked our little butthole in our league. So we're done, right?
We're done. Drake May would have to do the Bo Nix from earlier this year with 2 rushing touchdowns, 2 passing touchdowns. It's
Can I blame you, Storey?
No, you cannot. We did everything right.
No, I would say we could blame injuries, but we had the second most points in the league, so it's not clearly like our team's been fine. But I was telling Ray in the stream, if I win my one ESPN league tomorrow, next week, I will be in 23 of 25 playoffs, and the one of the 2 is our league. We have second most points. Another one, I have like 4 wins, but that's ungodly numbers. And the fact that like one of them is our league, that we had the best team. We lost Scatterbo, we lost Tucker Kraft, we lost Garrett Wilson, and was it one other person? Either way, that's enough to lose.
That's enough in and of itself right there.
Second most points. That's fucking. I hate that shit.
Well, I was talking to the Fantrax guy today. He said they have best ball leagues, but that's not what I was talking. That's not what I asked him about. I asked him about, why are these roto why are they head to head? And he said we offer different leagues, head-to-head, points, best ball, roto. I'm like, I've never seen a roto NFL. So that's I don't know. Whatever.
It's not roto. What you want is just total points for the regular season. Then you want matchups for the playoffs. That's what you
it's
do.
not a true roto. Yeah. This guy's being a little defensive on some of the stuff I'm getting. We'll get to it anyway. How was everybody?
Yeah, we'll talk.
Everybody have a good week?
Yeah, man. Outside of RJ Harvey just being awful, like 2 touchdowns, but like they don't play they don't play him. He doesn't get he doesn't get the ball.
He doesn't get the ball, but what he gets in high leverage situations. I mean, 13 for 35, 2 touchdowns. You're not happy about that?
Well, I was talking about my bet. I don't care about fantasy in this regard.
Oh,
and if I had him in fantasy, though, those numbers are not sustainable. Like he's in a 3-way committee, bro. 3-way committee.
Told you Julian McLaughlin was going to really eat into his workload. That's a problem. Sean Payton he loved J.K. Dobbins, and now he loves rotating backs. So you are going to need to get lucky, and he's going to need to fall into the end zone. But it's kind of the same way with Chris Rodriguez, right? 11 for 41, but McNichols was in there. Corey Krosky-Merritt was in there. He's the lead back, but what does that really mean in this offense? Although, dude, McLaurin, it's good to see him back in the field.
Hey, man, we were debating dropping him a couple weeks ago just because it was a lost season. But like we always talking to Ray, and we said that we think Jaden Daniels is coming back. They said he's coming back. Whether it's next week, I think it's next week.
I think it's next week. Yeah,
it's insane. Ray, CK needs 12.8 by Tracy in standard scoring, so he needs a touchdown or 128 yards. Odds of that. So a touchdown. He still needs 68 yards and a touchdown. 69 yards. Nice. A touchdown. Ray does not like that.
Yeah, no. I mean, why would I be happy? I mean, why would I be confident about that? Tracy hasn't shown me shit. I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't be happy about that. Like, if that was me, my reaction would be like, I don't do standards, so I thank you for giving me a clear understanding. 128 yards or 60 yards and a touchdown. You got a better chance of that 60 yards and a touchdown, but
yeah, man, he could go 12 for 89, and you're still 4 points off. You know,
that fuck single, dude. CK, why do you even do that? It's a standard scoring. That's
I played it on accident once because it's an old school like formula. And by the way, I got to get Story's take. Jesus, how is Marcus Mariota's name pronounced? Story.
Marcus Mariota.
Yeah, you hear the announcers tonight?
Were they calling Mariota?
Mariota. They were saying Mariota.
Have you ever seen the way that Roger Goodell pronounces his name when he gets drafted? Look it up. Google it. It's probably online. He goes Marcus Mariota.
Yeah, Mariota. It's pretty funny because he was the number 1 pick, right? Jameis was 2, or was it the other way around?
No, Jameis was 2. Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to watch a 15-second ad for a 6-second video. Get the fuck out of here.
That, man. Jay Moore, my opponent is up 1. You got it?
Yeah, 1 second.
My opponent is up 112 to my 105. He has Theo. And I have Hendy and May. You're good, brother. Hendy and May. You're going to get every touchdown there.
You got your quarterback. You're fine.
Marcus Mariota.
Mariotto. So it wasn't just Mariota, it was Mariotto.
Mariotto.
Fucking angled it. It's a second pick, dude. Roger Goodell, you fucking clown.
Heisman winner. Heisman winner. Pathetic.
He did win a Heisman, right?
Dude,
that's so
I hate
wild.
Roger Goodell. He's literally
you got to give credit to this rookie sensation wide receiver out of Ohio State, Emeka Egbegbue. Emeka Egbegbue. Emeka Egbegbue.
The fall off of Emeka Egbegbue has got to be studied. This has been I don't know, that injury sapped him. How about oh man, well, yeah, but he still wasn't able to jump prior to the injury, but now he's just not. He's not. It's bad. I mean,
Ray, you have him in our league, right? What is your panic level on Emeka Egbegbue?
I literally just want to kill myself on all fantasy levels right now, so I don't even want to talk about it.
Wow, Ray is really bringing the anti-energy tonight. It was a bad night. It was a bad week for you. Did you go on 4?
I'm gonna win in my one high school league that I needed to win, but I won against Kyle Harmon. Harmon, you fucking suck, shitty Kyle, and you damn well know it.
Does he watch this, Ray?
No, but he's a loser and he loves it. Oh, I'm gonna make a reel of what I just said, please. Just make it easier. not just send it right to him. You won't, but that's fine. Either way, I'll be 1-4, and my one league, I'm pretty much out just because I have so many injuries. I mean, I'm battling just outside to get into the playoffs, and the other 3 right now I'm in the playoffs. The one in Rob's league with him, I should be fine, but like he just explained before you hopped on, one of the guy he's in first, I'm in second. We have the same record, 10-2, and then the guys in third place dropped Vidal, and Rob picked him up. So
what?
Yeah,
somebody dropped Vidal.
Yeah.
Third place. Yeah,
he's so pissed about this. He has Hampton too, bro. And there's 8 bench spots. There's 2 flex spots. Such a deep league.
Well, it's not our league, right? Because I've got Vidal in that league.
No, but it's as deep as where it's at. So think of our league story.
I'm done. I might be done with this league just based on the fucking
dude.
Just so you know, retarded.
Okay, first of all, Ian's in third place, so like it's not like there's any collusion here, if that's what you're insinuating.
No. I'm not suggesting that at all.
No, Ian's a dude. He's been my biggest competition in this league before you joined. He's good. So I don't know what he's doing.
No, I know Finger Blasters. His name's always been around for the 3 years I've been in.
Yeah. But you know what it is? He got on the hype. He's like, oh, Hampton's coming back because he got activated. Now Hampton might not come back at all, which is just stupid. Bad business.
Right, Story. We have 9 bench. Story. We have 9 bench spots. It's a 10-man league. There's no free agents. So I'm pretty positive there would be 1 out of your 9 bench players that you could have dropped to keep Vidal on your bench to be safe. But
yep, he made a mistake. I wouldn't worry about Hampton. And based on the way Bucky performed today, like when Hampton comes back, I'm slotting him right back in. I went against my own advice and I played Bucky because I needed an absolute win. So he's back.
You did.
You
did well then.
I think we got like he should be good the rest of the season, the rest of the year.
He looked healthy.
He looked great. He looked spry. He looked excited to get in the end zone. I'm going right back to Hampton when he's back too. I got a league right where I lost
spry. I was thinking Grandma's boy. Oh, Story, you're spry.
You know who he picked up for Kamani Vidal? He picked up Yoshi Vash.
Oh God, no.
Yeah. GT said there's a lot of good escorts out there. Yes, escorts are different than prostitutes. Definitely different than hookers. That's fine. They'll actually be into it because you're paying them $50,000.
Go ahead and ask Story the question so he's not completely confused on this question or this answer, I should say.
Fundamentally, they all do the same thing.
Story, would you?
Oh, I said Hunter Henry's. No, hold on. You got to say this. I said Hunter Henry's like explosion game against the Bengals is equivalent of like a virgin hiring a hooker to have sex. Like it doesn't really count. You know, Hunter Henry's 30 points doesn't really count because it was against the Bengals.
I mean, it counts. Like by any metric, it counts. Like it
right, but it's not as meaningful.
I mean, how meaningful is your first time anyway? Like, who here wasn't
mine had candles. It was awesome, man.
It
was also with a hooker.
Mine was trash.
Oh, there it is. That's why Rob has his answer. We got it now.
Corum looked better, dude. How good did Blake Corum look, Story? You know how fucking explosive he looks, dude.
Yeah, he looked good.
7 or 8 carries and 80 yards. So.
We saw Kyron Williams went out with an ankle injury. He did come back though. He said it's not a big deal, but if Corum, well, you wouldn't be able to get him now. Corum could, like we've seen after the game, start swelling up. Would you be terribly surprised if this is a bigger deal than they were letting on? Just because he came back in the game doesn't necessarily mean that he's out of the woods.
I had such an existential crisis in that moment because I had the $150 on Kyron Williams yards. He was at 45 yards and he has an ankle injury. I'm like, he's questionable return. I'm like, well, I have Blake Corum everywhere. That could win me $10,000, but I also want to win this bet. So I didn't want to lose the bet, but what I hope happens is what you said. Swell up, take a couple weeks off, bro. Take a couple weeks off, Kyron. Go to the Bahamas, bro.
I hate to shit on both of your guys' little fun party here, but he came back in, he scored a touchdown and ran multiple times. So pretty positive.
Again, I think 98% he's fine. But remember what happened with Bucky Irving earlier this year? Dude finished the game. They had an amazing game. He never even went out. We've seen it where somebody they get hurt, they come back, they get a shot, they come back in, it swells up afterwards. I think Kyron's fine, but you never know until those practices.
Ray does not want to hear this. He's having a bad day, and he doesn't want more badness.
No, I have an actual good reason to say different.
We'll tread lightly.
No, not even.
Blake Corum's a better back.
Not even.
I've been saying
we're talking injury. He brought up the Blake Bucky Irving injury. That was weeks and weeks and weeks ago. They are the number 1 seed, right? Or they were. Thank God. Shout out Bears. But nonetheless, they if he was that injury, like to be potentially to what Bucky became, they would have kept him out. My opinion, even if they were, clearly they lost that game. That was a close game when he was injured. It was like before halftime, right around halftime. But Bucky was like when the Bucks were like near undefeated. I mean, they're 5-1, 4-1, whatever the hell that happened, and that was so many weeks ago. This is now. I mean, again, and how well Blake Corum was playing. If Kyron Williams was really that hurt, he would have been out.
That's a good call. That's a good point because Blake Corum could have just finished the game. And the thing is, it was a close game. They ended up losing, by the way, because the Rams. We talked about it earlier. Story. We don't know who the best teams are in the league right now. I still think the Rams are up there, but the Broncos look like shit tonight. Bo Nix looks terrible. The Colts were that team.
The Panthers are a better team than the start of the year, and the Rams. This all came down. Matthew Stafford had a terrible game. The turnovers there absolutely killed. They would have won that game if he had a clean game. So I think the Rams are certainly up there. 49ers, I know it's the Browns, but that Browns defense was pretty good, and they looked very good. What do you do with Pearsall going forward?
We just talked about it before you got on. I'm still holding him just because he's attached to that offense, and I like the player. But he's barely he's on the fringe of wide receiver 3. So in a 10-man league, I'm dropping him for sure. 12-man, I'm holding. And real quick, Matt Stafford, the craziest stat ever. 2 interceptions all year. Throws 2 picks in the first quarter against the Panthers without their top 2 defensive backs.
Yep. Wow.
Dude, you cannot make that shit up. That's what do you think the odds were for Matt Stafford 2 interceptions first quarter? They don't have this bet. Is that like a 100-1 bet or something?
I think so.
In the first quarter, yeah, probably 100.
Yeah,
no, even in the game, he had 2 picks all year. So 2 picks in one game, I would still think it'd probably be near 100-1.
No, 2 picks in the game would probably be 8-1. But 2 picks in the first quarter, because picks can be fluky, as we see, and one of them was kind of fluky. But I'm not worried.
Hey, Story, real quick. What about Ben Johnson? You got anything to say about that?
That guy always
looks top 3 coach now.
He looks pissed off on the side. No, because Sirianni's a friggin' idiot. That's the problem. This isn't a Bears.
Because the other coach is a bad coach. Because
Sirianni refuses to get off of Kevin Pachulo, and you have the worst offense.
But you have been watching the offense of the Bears, right? That's the way that he schemes things open is genius.
Fine. They're a running team.
Okay.
And the Eagles couldn't
you're
stop
a freaking hater. That's all you are.
All right, we can't get in arguments. We're way behind the chat. Ray, you got to get some sleep.
Gentlemen, have a good night.
Ray with the awesome substitute teacher award of the year. Thank you, buddy. And you need some sleep also because it was a rough day for you today. I can see it in your face. I'm sorry. You've had a great year. You're fine. You're fine. No, golf, lady. You're fine.
No, you're just patronizing me now. Love you, boys. I'm
not patronizing anybody.
Peace, Ray.
Whoa, Ray's upset. Taj, Dallas will beat the Lions. Goff struggles with interior pressure. George Pickens and 88 will eat against the Lions secondary. What do you think about this game, Story? Lions are in trouble, bro. Must-win game for the Lions, though.
Do we know what the line is? I mean, it's not a must-win game. The Lions are what, 7-5?
Dude, it's a must-win game. They're not even in the playoffs right now.
2 weeks ago, I don't think the Lions would be -3. So that means it's it's a pick'em game on a neutral field. Man, I don't hate that call. Dallas beating the Lions on the road. Dallas travels relatively well. Their defense has improved after the bye. Goff struggles with pressure. He is indoors, so that helps. I could see it. I could absolutely see it.
Dude, the third wild card spot in the NFC right now is the Niners at 9-4. So if the Lions lose this game, they're out. They're done. They're cooked. I mean, 7-6.
You can't say that because there's 3 more weeks of the regular season after next week.
So they need to have a tiebreaker. They have to win out to go 11-6.
No, you can't say they're cooked from one game because they're only 1 game back.
They would be 2 games back, and they have Niners, and then Dallas would be ahead of them. Dallas would be ahead of them then.
Green Bay is up by a game and a half on them, so it's not even yeah, I'm not worried about it. It's also the Bears, so let's pump the brakes.
Yeah, I'm just saying, dude. The Lions don't have the team to be able to run the table. They're not the Lions. They're not the last year's Lions. They're not, dude. Their offensive line's beat up. Their defensive backfield is beat up. Defensive backs are beat up. I mean, it's rough, dude.
A lot of
Jared Goff is human.
St. Brown too.
St. Brown's hurt. Dude, there's just a lot of the sky is falling in Detroit right now. This was a favorite to win the NFC.
I don't think so. Just because this team has a bit of a regression here doesn't mean that the sky's falling.
No, for this year though.
I mean, they're still got a plus 76 point differential. They know what they have to do.
Okay.
So
you're taking them over Dallas. You're taking them over Dallas then.
I would probably. I don't want to, but I probably would. Yeah.
Jason, celebratory meats and beers not going so well. Painting my toilet right now. Brewed an Oppenheimer. So that's a nuclear bomb.
Well, technically, it's an atomic bomb.
Yeah. Pardon me. You fucking 4 degree son of a bitch. So smart. Story's so smart.
Can't help it.
Were you dropping Alvin Kamara?
If I have an IR spot, I'm keeping him. Otherwise, on a 12-team league with regular benches, 5 or 6 person benches. I'm sorry, Alvin, you've been very serviceable. You've won leagues, but you got to go. I dropped Tony Pollard today, and I don't feel bad about it.
No, well, that offense. Drop 1. Daniel Jones, Brock Purdy, Trevor Lawrence.
Danny
Dimes, right?
Daniel
Dude,
Jones.
Trevor Lawrence is balling, bro. He's getting called like design quarterback runs around the goal line. They had a 3rd and 8. They gave him a quarterback like a quarterback draw. Did you see that? I'm saying like that's fantasy gold right there, dude.
The fact that Daniel Jones, they won't run the sneak with Daniel Jones because of that fracture in his leg. That's probably drop the injured guy. I don't care if Trevor Lawrence throws a few picks here and there.
Yeah, agree with that one. I went with 4 running backs today.
Falling out.
Good running backs: Bijan, Bucky, Judkins, and Vidal. I'm so happy. Ray's so pissed I got Vidal. Hey man, I don't know what to tell you. Like I didn't like this dude's in 3rd place. He's like his Yahoo winning percentage is like ours. It's like 58%, 59%. He's a really good player. I don't know what he's thinking. Like keep your handcuff.
You know what else? Like the people in your league made a mistake by not checking the guys who get dropped. Right? Like in my home league,
it was a waiver claim.
Yeah, well, I mean, I had a waiver claim.
I used the first waiver. I used the first waiver on it just because I was like, and I have Bijan, Jonathan Taylor, and CMC, so I can start 4 running backs.
It's a good lesson to keep an eye on as transactions are made in your league. To keep an eye on because people are going to make mistakes like that. Like Trey Benson was.
No, it wasn't a mistake. He would have texted me. It wasn't a mistake.
No, I don't mean he made a mistake by doing it. I think he did it on purpose, but I think. Like, I'm not saying that, I made an accident. I accidentally dropped this guy. Can I get him back? He made a mistake by actually hitting the transaction button. So people are going to get, people are going to not want to drop. I know it's passes by, but not going to want to drop Cameron Dicker. And they're going to drop like a Parker Washington. Like those are the kinds of transactions you got to pay attention to in your league.
What do you think of Chris Godwin, man? He actually looked decent today.
He did look decent. I'm happy. Like the guy's been through a lot, so I think it's good for that offense. Obviously, it's good for Baker, who looked pretty good. There was one sack that I thought, oh man, that's it. But he got right back up.
Another one. Yep.
Yeah, he was running, so that's good. It also should take some pressure off of Emeka Egbegbue. But man, I'm worried about him. Like I'm really worried about Egbuka. I don't quite know what to make of that situation.
He looks bad. Sven, Manungai or Woody full PPR. Story, we had our typical Woody went to the locker room this game, also got hurt again in this game. You said it like 3-4 weeks ago, and I've been paying attention every time since. And he like is in agony every single game. It's like, dude, he's Paul Pierce with the wheelchair. Remember that? Where he got wheelchaired out and then came back in the game. Like, this is Woody Marks, man. And I think it just further like affirms the fact that the coaching staff said he's not a 3-down back, right? He's a passing down back. He's a scat back essentially.
Maybe
he can't handle.
Maybe it was just a random hip drop tackle and he got a shot in the foot. I don't know. He was limping on it later on in the game. So I keep an eye on Woody, but I'm still going Manungai. They don't use Woody enough. They don't use him around the goal line like they should. They're not throwing him the ball, even though like. Dude, that's what he did in college, and they're not utilizing him properly. So blame DeMeco Ryans, but go with Manungai. Go with the hot hand.
Z-Mac might have made a mistake starting Stafford over Dart, but still up 23 with May left to face. Well, that's going to be real. I mean, May should probably score more than that, but I would have done Stafford over Dart. Dart's coming back from a concussion, so like, I don't know if he's more likely to have a concussion, but he's not less likely. And Stafford was the hottest quarterback. He's Hansel, right? He's so hot right now. And the rain fucked him too. Let's be honest. The rain, that was pretty fucking messy weather there in the second half in that game.
He won't have a 3 turnover game the rest of his career, probably. So he just ran into a bad variance day.
QJ or JMO? Easy JMO. Although QJ had a touchdown today.
I know, but he had 2 catches, so I'm not too excited about it. JMO is going to be super Mr. Necessary for that offense.
And Justin Herbert is hurt right now, so we got to see. He's getting surgery.
Did you guys talk about that? The surgery tomorrow?
Yeah. Now he might play. I mean, Aaron Rodgers played through it, and Justin Herbert's a warrior, and Aaron Rodgers as well. But Aaron Rodgers also is 40 fucking years old. Yeah. Bandit squeaked one out with an extremely low scoring affair, clinched the playoff spot. Hey, we like squeaking the close ones out, right?
I do. I
don't like
better. Squeaking a close one out or just blowout. Sometimes a blowout's nice. You're like, all right,
I love the
hang it
blowouts.
up for the day.
Well, sorry. Unfortunately, you're in 25 leagues. There's never like a hang it up for the day. I'm going to the overtime game in Washington with like 3 matchups on the line just because there's so much shit going on. Now, this next week,
McLaurin touchdown swing any matchups for you?
No, you told me to start Gainwell over McLaurin. You bitch.
I did do that.
I still won. I won that matchup, so it doesn't matter.
How did Gainwell do?
A 7 points. That's not good.
I mean,
it didn't matter. I was winning. I was projected to win by 20, and I could have switched it out at 3 o'clock. I texted you. It was for the 3 o'clock switch, and I needed points, and I didn't want the injury potential. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm not blaming you. I was going to do the same thing. I wanted some reassurance from you. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Good to see McLaurin back. He stayed healthy throughout the entire game, and he had 14 targets. So yeah, not the end of the world, especially if you won the matchup.
Yeah, you know what? They scare Storey too.
No, I was reading this.
Yes, story. I got him. He wasn't looking. He was looking down. I knew it. Here's another one, Storey. Hey, Storey.
Ah, yeah. Wait,
he loves those things.
McLaurin got out of this healthy, right?
Yeah, man. He played a lot more snaps than they were going to say than they wanted to, but I'm happy with it.
Because the headline is McLaurin guts out 7 for 96 line, and I'm wondering, like, did he get hurt and that's why he had to gut it out, or was it just okay. Anyway,
do you trust Genty? Do you trust Genty now or at all? But
man, I don't know that I can trust anyone in that offense other than Brock Bowers. Let's see where he ended up. Genty, 9 points and a half PPR. Game log.
Gross.
Yeah, that's not good, man. This is not his fault. 15 for 31. God dang. That offensive line is complete. But 8 targets, you like to see that. You got to stick with it. I mean, I think like if he gets the majority of work, Denver is a good run defense, but they're better against the pass. So
can I make a statement about Terry McLaurin and the Commanders? And I hate the Commanders front office, and they're just a bad franchise.
Yes.
I think there's a world where if they just signed him back in fucking May when they should have, that it was a butterfly effect situation because that he was clearly not himself, not ready to play football the first 4 weeks, and he got hurt. Maybe Austin Eckler doesn't get hurt because the game flow would have been different. Maybe Jaden Daniels doesn't hurt his knee because the game flow would have been different. That was the first injury that ruined Jaden Daniels' season. Like Commanders might be a playoff contender right now. Now, I don't like their roster that much, but like, look how scrappy they were tonight with Marcus Mariota. Sorry. I'm calling him Mariota now. How scrappy they were with him tonight with, missing offensive weapons, obviously missing Jaden Daniels. Like they were in the NFC Championship game last year because Jaden Daniels was elite. And just, you know what? Commanders front office, go fuck yourself. Can I say that?
Well, bad franchises are going to do bad things. There's a lesson in here. We saw this with Brandon Ayuk, although there's a lot more to that story. Who else has gotten hurt recently after a shortened stint because of training camp holdouts? I'm sure we can come up with other examples. Something to remember for next year.
There's a lot we have to remember. And I want to do a show story at the end of the year where we kind of just go through the draft board and just like things we can learn from the year. And just, where we were right, not just where we were right as a fantasy community and like where we were way off and just kind of lessons, right? And like taking rookies too high, which, usually doesn't work. Now when it hits home runs. When it misses, it like you not only strike out, you let go of the bat and kill a kid in the fucking first row, which we don't want to do that. Yeah. Lamar Jackson should have had 2 touchdown passes. Very true.
I mean,
Isaiah Likely.
Well, let's see.
Zay Flowers, offensive pass interference. Bullshit call, bro.
Okay, so that one.
Bullshit call.
I'll agree with. Yes, he should have had 2 touchdown passes, but The problem is like the Likely one, that was all Likely. That was a screen pass. That was a slip screen, right? So Likely did all the work on that one. It's not like we can say, oh, Jackson looked great. He just had some bad touchdown luck. I'm still really worried about Lamar Jackson. It's tough though. What are you gonna do now? You're gonna start Jordan Love over him? No.
Bandit's wondering how his Lions lost to the Vikings. Do you have 30 seconds you want to have on Brosner? We had some hope for him, but real quick, I gotta tell you. So you've seen Boogie Nights, right?
Yes.
Did you see Justin Jefferson there with every time there was an interception, you see his body language, his face?
No.
He just like he's checking out, he's dropping passes, he's just like pissed, like literally just like this again. And my comparison was fucking William H. Macy in Boogie Nights. Every time he walks in, his wife fucking a new guy. And like his reaction is just like, he's just like, no, not again. That is Justin Jefferson right now. It's like, dude, 2 catches for 4 yards. Let me repeat. Justin Jefferson in a blowout game where they're playing from behind, 2 catches for 4 yards. What are we talking about?
Remember when we said it couldn't be worse with Brosmer? Well, apparently it can.
Yeah, I said it.
They need JJ McCarthy back. They need him back.
I'll take the L on that one, guys, because I was telling everyone to trade for JJ McCarthy. You know, like again, I will admit when I'm way off on that one. Oh yeah, sorry, not JJ McCarthy. That would be even worse. Actually, maybe not because you wouldn't start him. You're starting Justin Jefferson and just getting butt fucked. But I do have to say one thing, Storey.
I'm not benching him.
Adonai Mitchell. No, I'm never benching Justin Jefferson. I'm betting on him next week. I don't give a fuck. Adonai Mitchell. Thoughts? Prayers? What do you got?
Yeah, good. It's going to be bad some weeks too. It's good right now, and you feel good.
11 targets.
Yeah, but it's going to be bad some weeks too. Don't forget, this is still the Jets, so you can certainly start them in a pinch. But it's the Falcons, and that looks like an organization in disarray. My God, how are the Falcons this bad with that talent on that team? It's freaking wild.
Kirk Cousins is awful.
I 100%.
Trone, man, you're preaching to the choir. I drafted Blake Corum in probably 13 leagues, and I picked him up in 3 leagues. I have him in 16 spots. Just been marinating on my bench, just sitting there chilling. And I'm never dropping him until week 16 is over. Then I'll drop him. I'll actually wait until I'll wait till the 11th hour.
Yeah, like you never know though. Like, what are you replacing him with? Well, maybe you're blocking somebody, but like if you're replacing him with what? So because like it never happens in the NFL. But what if he gets hurt? What if Kyron gets hurt on a Saturday? You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. I'm waiting to the 11th hour. Hetzer says, should people be worried about Troy Franklin? Abso-fucking-lutely. Pat Bryant's taking his role over, and Evan Ingram's getting involved. Like Troy Franklin was never very good. Like he has bad hands. You're not a fan of Troy Franklin, right? You hated him coming out of Oregon.
I didn't think that he was all that impressive at the combine. In Oregon he was fine, but that's a system that props up a certain type of wide receiver. Yeah, I'm worried about it. I'm not starting him. I don't think you can start him unless you're in a deep league. It's just I don't know about Pat Bryant taking his role, but Cortland Sutton has reasserted himself as the top tier wide receiver in that offense. So, but it could also swing back. So you got to hold on to him.
Let me rephrase. Not taking his role. He pretty much has as much of a role, if not more. And now you have another mouth there, plus Evan Ingram. And Bo Nix is playing quarterback, which is a problem.
It was weird, though, because he was going to Franklin early, and then he kind of went away from it, and it was all Sutton. So, again, I don't know exactly what the roles are going to be going forward, but I do know that Cortland Sutton is a more valuable asset to your fantasy team.
Yeah, I like. I have not benched Cortland Sutton once this year. He's like Jamison Williams for me. Now the problem is you drafted Cortland Sutton a round earlier than Jamison Williams, so he was like more of a wide receiver too. But like he's as likely as anyone outside the top 10 to score a touchdown at that position. Sven, this is a bad point. I mean, it's a good point you made, but it's bad for the running backs there in Denver. You said it looks like both Saturday night teams were utilizing all 3 of the running backs. Yes, they were. That's because they were. And we know the grossest running back situation in the league is Washington right now. So the fact that Denver is doing the same is gross. Now, I'd rather have a running back in a 3-way committee in Denver than one in Washington, yes. But like we don't like running backs in timeshares. We sure as hell don't want running backs in 3-ways. Okay, only a 3-way I want is with, supermodels.
So the good thing about the Denver situation is Harvey's getting the high value looks. Now, he's not getting as many targets as people were hoping. And again, Sean Payton has a specific prototype that he likes to keep in that pass catching role. We knew that was going to be Julian McLaughlin. The problem with Washington, on the other hand, is like week to week, it could be anybody on the goal line. It could be Rodriguez. It could be JCM. It could be what's his name? Tell me out. Third guy.
McNichols.
McNichols. It could be Jeremy McNichols. So you like desperation start only. You can't start McNichols or JCM. Desperation start only because Chris Rodriguez is getting the majority of carries. But any week, Dan Quinn could just say, JCM, you're our goal line back now. So I don't know how you.
Know what you just had me thinking. You said in desperation. You got me thinking of this. I was just watching the Seinfeld episode with Desperado. Desperado, and he like Elaine's trying to like bang him. He like cuts her off like it's this song, and she's like trying to get her song. It's like she chooses Witchy Woman.
Ooh, Witchy Woman.
Nick Offerman, what's up, buddy? I'm a Panthers fan. Hubbard's been good with us. I still think Chuba's better. He finishes runs great. So this is really close to my heart. I'm very concerned as a man that has Rico Dowdle everywhere and all these injuries I've had. I was really hanging my head on Rico Dowdle being an RB1. It's not the case anymore.
Nope.
Who would you rather have rest of the season, gun to your head, in a vacuum, Chuba or Rico, full PPR?
Chuba.
Don't tell me that.
The organization seems more committed to getting Chuba Hubbard back into the role that he was in rather than Rico Dowdle. The Dave Canales' hand was forced with Rico Dowdle. When a dude runs for 200-plus yards 2 weeks in a row, there's nothing you have to get that guy in there. But he became less effective. And Chuba got healthy, and so now Chuba has started carving back into that role. They paid Chuba. They want him to be their guy. Chuba's the more valuable asset there, bar none. It sucks. But the good news is at least the offense looks very capable. So they're probably both going to have a role. That's the other problem, too. Like, neither one is going to be as valuable as the other one was when the other one wasn't there. They're going to split. Like, I think it was 17 for Rico, 16 carries for Chuba today. That's unfortunate because, again, it could be a hot hand situation. You could start Chuba, and then Rico's ripping off 7-yard gains, right. And the next thing you know, Rico's. So this is – man, I was talking with my buddy today, and I'm like, who's the last workhorse in the league? And it's Jonathan Taylor, right? Like, even
Chris McCaffrey is a workhorse.
Well, okay, but I'm talking like true bell cow back. Like McCaffrey – is just getting so many touches through the passing game. He gets a ton of work, but They run the ball there so much. Brian Robinson's getting 8 carries a game. The only guy that's getting the 95% opportunity share at running back is Jonathan Taylor.
JT. Yeah.
That's it.
It's unreal. Did you tell the bets this week, Storey?
No. How'd they do?
Well, I mean, if you count Thanksgiving, we're at 6-3, but fucking Ladd 4 receptions. He's needed 5. That was painful. And then that's of course. And then RJ Harvey scores 2 touchdowns. Can't get 47 yards, dude. His line went up to 58.5 at game time. We had 47.5. Like best bet ever. And then maybe NFL rigged conspiracy theories are like that's a lot of money on the over.
Maybe. I
don't think Sean Payton gives a fuck about that. I'm just saying, no, I think how much money it takes to raise a player prop 11 rushing yard Story.
That is crazy. What was his pass plus rush?
70, like 68 or 70. He didn't hit that either.
Ended at 62. So you wouldn't have gotten there either.
Mark with a good Mark was on the show last night. I don't know if you tuned in, Story, but we love Mark. It was a long show. We were on here for 3 hours and 18 minutes. Judkins a true bell cow, right? Is that right? Judkins is a true bell cow.
Judkins gets a ton of work. I don't know that I would call him a bell cow though.
Is it because he gets game scripted out? But like that's the only reason he's not a bell cow.
He's got his pass catching work has ticked up in recent weeks, which is good. But Sampson has both taken a number of carries and taken some. He's never really relinquished that true pass catching role. Although I don't think he caught much today. I think the only running backs.
No, Judkins actually had like 3 catches, dude.
Judkins,
well, fucking million for him.
His pass catching has ticked up. I think Ford got involved in the passing game though too. So
why are they playing Jerome Ford?
Why?
I don't know. Why play? You know what? You know what we want to do, Story? You know what we want to do? We want to talk to fucking Samson.
I want to talk to Samson. Fly me to the moon like that bitch Alice Cram.
Yeah.
Jerome Ford?
And yeah, I mean, Samson is a good stash, but certainly not the hot waiver pickup that he was last week.
No, he's just. I was picking him up not on waivers. Obviously, I wasn't claiming him, but he's a handcuff now. That's what I view him as. Now, unfortunately, would it surprise you if Jerome Ford came in and took 16 carries?
Oh, it wouldn't. That organization is. Yeah, no, it absolutely would not. Stupid. Yeah, I think we could say that.
Yeah, Trone, I'm currently up by 1 point with a 36% chance to win. He has Dart and the Pats kicker. His opponent has Diggs, Wandale, and Stevenson, and a miracle. So if it's PPR, you're probably cooked. But if it's half PPR, I think you have a decent shot because all it takes is Dart to have a rushing touchdown or two, and then Wandale to have a bad game.
Is Slayton back yet?
Yeah, Slayton's healthy. He was healthy last week. He hasn't done much.
Okay, well, I mean, that should help take some pressure off of Wandale. So maybe, Wandale could come back down to earth, but he's playing very well right now.
Cheers, Brian. 215 is a banger. That's a banger. I'm going to be an interesting spot next week. I have to play Harvey as my RB2 since CMC is on bye unless Hampton comes back. I would play Harvey over Hampton the first week, even though I've been ripping on Harvey for fantasy. But come on, Vidal's been too good.
Vidal's been good and then bad, and then good and then bad, and then the good and bad. So,
did you watch the game today, though? He looked really good, dude.
He looked good.
Really good.
I agree 100%. And Hampton will not get the same opportunity share that he got prior to the injury, but I'm not going to go away from talent. And Hampton is an amazing talent. He's an amazing talent coming out. They wanted him to be their bell cow. So,
yeah, I don't like him. Sven, someone dropped Brian Thomas. Is he worth picking up? Yes. Parker Washington has a pretty bad injury. We don't know what the hell it is, but they ruled him out right away, which is not a good sign. Like St. Brown didn't get ruled out. Yeah, St. Brown didn't get ruled out for like an hour and a half in real time.
Until the second half, and he got injured in the first quarter. Yeah,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like Parker Washington was injured in the second quarter, ruled out before halftime. That always is like a multi-week absence, right? Like historically.
Parker Washington's droppable. I mean, the issue is Brian Thomas still only caught 2 passes for 30 yards. With
getting his sea legs back. But here's what I'll say, Storey. Even if Parker Washington didn't get hurt, it's Brian Thomas. He's a first round pick in the NFL draft. He was a borderline first round pick in fantasy. Now, bad pick, but there's a reason he was drafted there. Now, it was not justified, but Trevor Lawrence is the reason because he looks good. The offensive line looks good. That's a professional team. Liam Cohen's a good coach. Like I know you, not in your mind, he's a good coach.
Oh, I was in on this Jaguars offense at the start of the year.
You were.
I thought Liam Cohen was a good coach. I didn't realize that Trevor Lawrence was going to be throwing a million picks for the most part. But my other concern is Jacoby Myers has certainly come into his own in that offense too. Plus, Brenton Strange is back now. There's still target competition there. I'm not thrilled with Brian Thomas's prospects in that offense, especially again, like no Parker Washington. Brian Thomas got three targets on the day. That's not good.
Rankin, I don't know if this guy's still in here. If he is, what's up, guys? What do you think about my squad for the playoffs? 10-man full PPR, Stafford, Jahmyr Gibbs, Javonte Williams, Bucky as running back flex, McBride, Waddle, Garrett Wilson. Drop Garrett Wilson. He's not coming back. Get him out of here. Yeah. Right? Like, what do you think the odds are that Garrett Wilson plays another snap this year?
10%. Maybe.
Yeah, dude, that's terrible. And you know when that would be if it did happen? It would be in your fantasy championship. And the last time we saw Garrett Wilson, he had 0 catches through 2.5 quarters of football. Now that was with Justin Fields, but like Adonai Mitchell's the truth, man. I've been saying it, baby. Been saying it.
Sure.
Hey, you know how many leagues I started Adonai Mitchell in this week?
I thought Michael Wilson was the truth.
Well, yeah, that was for 2 weeks.
Okay.
Now Marvin Harrison's back.
Yeah.
I got a new guy. Parker Washington was the truth, and he killed it for 3 weeks. Now I was on to Michael Wilson, and now Michael Wilson's not a thing anymore. Now I'm on to Adonai Mitchell. But Adonai Mitchell has no roadblocks in the future like these other guys did. Get it? Got it? Good. I started Adonai Mitchell in 4 or 5 leagues, and it was glorious. That's like a slapping your opponent in the face with your dick. You're starting a Jets receiver that can't catch, and he scores 20 fucking 5 points, whatever the hell it was, 20 points.
Now,
love it.
You got to be careful. That touchdown, the defender fell down on that, so that is not necessarily predictive.
He was like the first read on so many targets. That's what I care about.
Yeah, I'll have to take a look at it. He's definitely worth picking up. I don't know that I would start him next week though. Really
well, I started him this week. I start guys a week before Storey.
Yeah, again,
that's how you win money.
He could certainly swing back though, and you can get 5 points next week. So just be careful. Don't go starting him over Marvin Harrison Jr.
Nah, we raw dog on this channel, baby. We don't give it. We YOLO it. So no, I'm not telling you guys to go raw dog strangers. Okay, just because I do it doesn't mean you should.
Sure.
Yeah. Only 75% of the money bet on the Panthers game was on the Rams. Just something to think about. I mean, dude, we go through this all the time, like the public money. And Hastings was on here saying he tried it for a whole month, and like Hastings is a degenerate like us, and he's like he lost a lot of money just going on like 80% like public favorites going against them.
Fading the public, right? Which is a strategy
but like
people employ.
Yeah, the extreme public, not just like 60%, like the extreme where it's like those are the games they would rig because they'd lose their ass. And he's like, yeah, I lost my ass.
Yeah, I bet because the sportsbooks, like public money, is not really the biggest driver. It's sharp money that drives these lines more so than anything else.
And it's just action. Because they get juice. They want action on both sides. They want action. They make money on action. That's the bottom line.
Yeah,
they can't lose.
It's a common misconception, though, that sportsbooks try to adjust the line to get equal amounts of action on both sides. That's not the case. They're trying to be as close to the outcome of their models as possible.
Correct, but there's the secondary element that if they can do that and get money on both sides, then it's a win-win.
I'm not saying that the public doesn't influence lines. Certainly do, especially when you're talking about overs and favorites, especially when you're talking about overs on player props, because the general public loves overs. So the sports books are aware of that. Just like fading the public is not a long-term winning strategy. Do you remember when I texted you after week 1, the NFL preseason, that like, what was it? 13 it was 13-3 on the overs hit. So I bet every under week 2, and then going into the last 3 games, they were still losing. The overs were still cashing, so I doubled my bet, and then I ended up doing that again the third week. I ended up coming out on top, and it was like real close. So don't do those kind of things. Don't do those kinds. It was fun though. It was fun. Don't bet on preseason football is the rule, right? Woj, he used to bet every under in all the bowl games, every single game. He bet the under. And then he lost his, 1 year, didn't go so well, and was like, well, maybe that's not the right strategy. Well, what is it? Is it like 53% of games go under and lines go under just because they adjust it? It's something like that. I don't know. I don't know what the stat is on that. It is historically like unders hit more than overs because they know more people bet overs. But like, here's the point: is 53% is a loss. If you do 100 bet, it's a loss. You need to hit like 58% to make a profit. But depending on the bet you're making. Well, like 50-50 is huge losing. It's not breaking even because you have to pay juice. Like people don't realize there's juice, fellas. I got a fun story about juice. So when you parlay correlated events on sportsbooks, they reduce the odds because they're correlated events, right? They've got models that will reduce the odds. So if you parlay a team to win the first half and to win the game, you're going to get less than the plus 265 you would get on a normal parlay. Back in the day, when I used to play for fun, wink, wink, before these sports books were legal in Illinois, I used to play for fun. No actual money change hands. Yeah. We found a loophole where you could parlay the favorite to cover the first half spread and the first half over, and the favorite to win to cover the spread in the game and the game over. And it actually gave you odds as if it were a 4-way independent parlay. So it obviously didn't hit every time, but when it did, we were getting paid out 10-1 on that particular bet. And eventually, the person who ran that fun site figured it out, and we weren't allowed to do that anymore. But for nearly a full season, we would just find those games that looked like they were going to go over and just parlay the favorite in the over. Hetra says Harvey's getting the goal line work. He did in this game, but last week he did not get the goal line work. So would it surprise you if McLaughlin got the goal line carries next week? No, but I think the odds are that it's a trend in the right direction where he did get the high leverage touches. I'd love to see more pass catching work. I think that's more prescriptive, but it is good that he got the goal line work in this one.
So Trone says the Cowgirls have a 15% chance to make the playoffs. The Lions have a 44% chance. That's what I was saying, though. If the Lions lose this game, you're saying right now 44% chance. If they lose this game, what does it go down to? 26%?
Well, I mean, it
22%?
depends. Like if it depends a lot on the other teams that are in front of them, right? If you look at the NFC,
but the
race,
Cowboys are directly behind them, Storey. So therefore, the Cowgirls have 15%. They would actually leapfrog the Lions percentage-wise, and now they have another team to overtake, which just makes it tougher, man. You know how it is in fantasy.
But
you're in 8th place compared to 7th place.
Yeah, well, there's too much to say. We're still got 5 weeks of the regular season, so I'm not really.
You're a closet Lions fan. You're a closet Banya fan over here. You are.
I still think that's a good team. So,
thoughts on Isaac Tesla? Is he the pickup? Because who's the other dude there? Tim, the white dude that dominated.
It's not Tim Patrick.
No, not Tim Patrick. No, it's the other guy. Tim. It's something with a Tim. It's Tom Kennedy. Tom Kennedy. He had like 4 or 5 catches. Yeah, he's a little white guy. I'm saying he's the one that was filling in. He was running the St. Brown routes, not Tesla. Tesla had a touchdown, but yeah.
Tesla's like, if I got to start one, like gun in my head, I got to start one of the two. I'm going with Tesla because of his red zone usage, his ability to catch.
And I'm not saying I'm starting Tom Kennedy. I'm saying Tom Kennedy is going to affect Tesla's upside because he is running the St. Brown routes.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, you look at 17.5 yards per reception. So Tesla is strictly a downfield threat. It's not a PPR play at all.
Herbert's backup is Trey Lance, baby. Preseason hero. I always bet on Trey Lance's preseason props, and it always does well. Now, I have a question for you. Trey Lance might be a sneaky ad if, let's say, Herbert goes on IR, which I don't think is going to happen. But, dude, like, he has the fantasy cheat code, right? And a good coach. I know you hate a coach, but a good infrastructure, good weapons, right? He's good. What do you think? Trey Lance is a spot starter, or is he just too bad to fuck with?
I wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole. Like, yeah,
I would.
No idea. Trey Lance has to be a running quarterback in order to return value, and we have no idea what his athleticism looks like these days. There's zero outside of
you look good.
You look good on what? On 4 carries for 4 yards?
Storey, you told me on this very program you wouldn't touch Adonai Mitchell with a 10-foot pole.
I did not say that. I said Adonai Mitchell could be fool's gold. Turns out that he was real gold, so he wasn't pyrite. He was real gold.
No, I think he said 5-foot pole. I think he said your pole, which is what, 9 inches? You have a 9-inch pole?
Around.
Hey-oh!
Yeah, no, I'm not touching Trey Lance. I don't.
I got a tinkle. I got two comments here for you. It's this one, and then the next one, if you get through that one, is Gainwell looked pretty good. Talk about the Steelers' backfield for a second if you get through this Alec Pierce question.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't trade away Alec Pierce for Emeka Egbuka. I think the offense of Tampa Bay is still a better offense. I like the fact that Godwin got more integrated. It should take pressure off of Egbuka. He's just got to, I don't know, shake it off. Him and Baker got to reconnect, and I think it'll be fine for the stretch. I don't understand how you can still trade in your leagues. I have one of the latest trade deadlines in any fantasy league that I've ever seen, unless this is a dynasty league, in which case that's a different conversation. I absolutely wouldn't trade Egbuka, and I guess it's not a different conversation. Egbuka, like you said, Egbuka's still getting targets. So Alec Pierce, I'm really happy with where Alec Pierce is, and I mentioned this several weeks ago that he's not just a deep threat guy, that he had multiple games of a number of targets. But again, I don't understand how you can still trade in your leagues this late in the season. In any event, Steelers backfield looks like a committee. They really like Gainwell there, but Warren's playing very, very well. So I doubt that they're going to go away from both of those guys. I'm not sure. Let me check and see where things ended up on that one, because Gainwell again.
Warren got the touchdown.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I shouldn't say Warren's playing very, very well. 10 for 35. That game was a slog, though. Like, Bills looked okay. They had total control. Aaron Rodgers hurt. I don't know how much you can take from this game. Gainwell got some of the passing down work, but there wasn't much to go around at all. 21 attempts. It's very tough to draw any conclusions from that game. So feels like a split. And if the Steelers are going to be a mid-team, I'm not sure you want to be starting either running back there. How do you think Hetzer Metzer here can trade in his league this late?
I don't know. A dynasty would be my thought, but
The only thing I can think of is dynasty. Yeah.
Some leagues do weird shit, man. I'm not for it. I'll say this real quick. I got a question to ask you. So we were talking about Ibuka. Literally, man, did Bill Cosby come into that locker room and like a couple weeks, with the injury? Did he just drug Ibuka? Is Emeka Bigbu just like, got a cocktail from Bill Cosby?
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
I said it last night. I'm playing it on every stream for the rest of the time because it's just too good. It's just too good. Real quick, I got a shout out to the Patreon members. We are also one super away. We have 7 minutes on this goal. I don't really do the timing thing, but for a chug, I like to chug one more. I'm celebrating. The bets weren't great today. Again, 6-3 seems like I'm doing bad. That's how good it's going. Story. When I'm 6-3, it feels like I'm losing. I just dwell on these losses, and RJ Harvey really hurt me. Really hurt me. Here's shout out to the Patreon guys. Appreciate everybody here keeping the lights on. Thank you very much. If you want to play fantasy leagues with us, community fantasy leagues, starting next year, I'll be paying for one entry per league once you join the Patreon. Guest appearances in the podcast. My man Mark, main fan, Mean Muffin, was on the show last night. We've had 4 different fans on the show. Free merchandise. You want the hat we're wearing? I'm getting some shirts up in here. Access to the Discord. That's the biggest perk, man. The Discord community is the truth, man. We have, 65 people in there, and it's just this show 24/7. Like-minded, really respectful, fun people that talk a whole bunch of positive shit. Also, just all of our fantasy questions. We're making a bunch of money gambling. We are 66 and 34 on the year gambling in our player prop bets. So it's all even odds bets. So get on board with that one, gentlemen, and make some money, and also just help keep this show going 7 nights a week with 6 different guests. You're getting different perspectives, different jokes, sometimes the same clips, but the clips are all fucking epic. We like to see Bill Cosby just dancing. Where am I at in the chat here? And Storey has disappeared. Ooh, this is a good one. Nope, we are way past that. Gentlemen. JSN, Taylor, and Gibbs don't have great playoff schedules on this weekend. Reflects tough matchups, which could be problematic, concerning. No, those guys are amazing. Do not worry about any of them. The JSN thing was just trash, man. It was just it wasn't him. It was the Vikings. Vikings defense actually played really well in this game, but JSN's that's the one game he's had under 18 points this year. I think he had 15 was his second lowest. So JSN's a stud. Do not worry about him. GT tomorrow, May over 245 passing or 20.5 completions. Dart over 29. Man, I already have my play is Stephon Diggs over 47.5 receiving yards. So that's my play. I do like Drake May against that defense. I like all of Drake May's props. He's had 2 kind of down games, definitely for fantasy. Dart, I'm not touching Dart's rushing prop. I don't know what they're going to do with him tomorrow night, but yeah, Stephon Diggs is my play, 47.5. You like that?
How are you going to tell a lion not to roar? They're going to tell him not to run? That's going to...
No, I'm just not touching it just for, I don't know. It seems a little risky. Thoughts on Demario Douglas over 30 receiving yards? Not with Keyshawn Booty back. May over 200 yards. Dart over 15 rushing. Got a freebie. Yeah, I would change Demario to someone like Diggs. I think Diggs would be better. Would you rather have Diggs over 50 yards than Douglas over 30 yards?
Yeah. Yeah, I would.
That was a simple answer from a simple man. If I can get Chuba, should I drop Gainwell for him? Man, that's a tricky one. What do you want, Chuba or Gainwell?
Thought I was going to sneeze there. Chuba.
You're a closet.
I hate to say it, but the Panthers' offense is the better offense right now.
Well, dude, what's going on? The Steelers are just garbage. It's garbage, man. I don't know why they're done, right? Are they done? Now, this is almost they play the Ravens next week at Ravens. So here's the shakedown there in the AFC. And now I'm very in tune with this because I have all this money on the Ravens Super Bowl bet at 25-1 odds. Ravens are at home against the Steelers, and then the Bengals are at Buffalo. So essentially, if the Bengals lose this game, they're eliminated, right? They're going to have 9 losses. They're out.
Yeah.
And then whoever wins this game against the Ravens and the Steelers is going to be the division winner, most likely.
I would think so. Yeah. Yeah. Today I had to put a bow on your Falcons to win the NFC.
It was $1 bet. It was a $1 bet.
Yeah.
I was just saying that earlier on, it was just so funny that I was doing this whole bit yesterday about how the fucking Phillies fan, like the Eagles fans, as Philly fans in general, are so stupid. They're booing. They boo the champions in the first quarter with a 3-and-out, like things like that. And then the second they score a touchdown, they're all dancing and cheering. Like that's bullshit. And J-Bob and some other and who's the other Eagles fan? He was just saying like, dude, booing helps. Booing helps. Like, no, actually it hurts at home because it fucks up the acoustics. You can't get the play calls in. Like they don't care about the fans. Fans are also idiots. I've been to enough Bears games. These guys are not educated football fans, and they boo. They also want to beat the Packers when you have 2 wins. So, like, my thing was the Jets fans are cheering at this game when they won. Like, that's not a good win. Like, they had the 2nd pick in the draft. Now they're going to get the 6th pick in the draft. Terrible.
I mean, yeah, they were, but these are professional. These aren't GMs thinking about the long-term future of this organization. Look at Bijan Robinson on the sideline today when his team lost. He was devastated. Like, he's a competitor. He's an athlete. So I can't fault any athlete.
I'm not saying I'm not saying the player's story. I'm saying the fans. The fans should not be cheering that win. Like that's not a good win.
Yeah, but how? Like you want to like? Why are you even going to the game then if you're not going to cheer?
You don't. Team? I wouldn't go to the game. Is the point? Like,
well, that's a different.
Here's the funny thing: is how bad was that loss for the Falcons?
Agree. Like the Eagles should be booed because they're moving forward. And it's got to be less about Jalen Hurts and the players on the field than it is about Nick Sirianni and Kevin Pachulo. Like they need to understand that what they're doing is wrong. It's a war crime. They should be dragged in front of the Hague and tried as war criminals to waste the talent on that roster.
Do you think the fans are going to influence anything they're doing though? They're morons. Like the fucking front office, and not the front office. The front office is genius. The coaches. And I'll say this story. Do you think they would trade Jalen Hurts if they get bounced in the first round? Like, remember 2023, they had the same situation. They were 7-1, and they like limped into the playoffs, and they got worked by the Bucs. That might happen this year. Would they trade Jalen Hurts for like a first round pick?
No, they wouldn't do that. And
but you and I both know Jalen Hurts is a big part of the problem, right?
Yeah, that's why I don't think he would get a first round. I don't think he would get a first round pick for him.
Oh, someone knew the Raiders would 100% trade a first round pick for Jalen Hurts, bro.
I'm enough to do that.
Could you imagine though, real quick? Could you imagine Jalen Hurts on the Raiders, dude? Would it be how much better? What would be the difference? Like, let's swap Geno. Let's just take Geno out and put Jalen Hurts on this Raiders team. What is the Raiders record?
Probably have 5 wins right now, I'd say.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking less, but yeah, I guess Geno's really bad.
Yeah, Geno's really bad this year.
Okay, let's put Josh Allen on the Raiders.
6 wins?
Oh, see now you lost me because you're saying that Josh Allen's worth 1 more win than Jalen Hurts.
What's Josh Allen been doing that's so impressive this year, other than running the ball?
Can we talk about the Bills for a second? Did you see who they had? Did you see who's trotting out there? They made Josh Palmer inactive today. They're just rotating the receivers as inactives. And like, dude, just real quick, we're gonna get to everyone's question here in a second. We gotta talk about the Bills though, because they have Brandon Cooks out there active, just traded for him. Keon Coleman comes back, scores a touchdown, but Josh Palmer's inactive. Khalil Shakir, they just literally won't run him more than 5 yards downfield on any route.
Yeah,
I got the goal. Sweet. So like what do they have around him? It's really bad. James Cook is solid. He's good. Ray Davis looked pretty good, but it's Davis really rough.
Surprisingly got, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 carries, something like that today. God damn it.
Beer chug.
30 carries for James Cook. Great. Why are we still using Ty Johnson in the passing game is beyond me. I don't quite understand.
They have no receiver, Story.
Why are they using Ty Johnson? Why are they not using James Cook? Why is James Cook coming off the field all the time? I don't understand why Bijan Robinson comes off the field at the 5-yard line. I don't understand what these coaches are doing. Don't give me the don't give me the keep them fresh nonsense. Like, what did Adrian Peterson do for years, right? And I get not everybody's Adrian Peterson. He's a special man. But like even 4 years ago, you still had guys that were on the field for 90% of the snaps. Now all of a sudden we got to give Bijan Robinson a break. that make sense to you at all?
Do you think the Bills have a chance to win the Super Bowl?
No.
Do you think they have a chance to win the AFC?
Yes, it's a slim chance, but they do have a chance because the Chiefs aren't going to be there.
Okay, so who are the top 3 teams in the AFC right now? You can't even tell me what they are.
Mm-hmm.
Patriots,
Definitely
Broncos.
Patriots, definitely the Broncos.
But those teams are not very good, Storey. Like, are you serious?
Yeah, but
like,
the Bills aren't very good. Like, they're one-dimensional.
No, but in a playoff game, like I'll just take Josh Allen over Bo Nix, bro.
Extremely one-dimensional. You stop the run game and you stop that team. Like,
but the Broncos aren't one-dimensional. They can't run the ball, and Bo Nix is fucking terrible.
Well, Sean Payton hates running the ball. I don't quite understand.
Point.
He really does.
And the Patriots' offensive line is beat to shit. And Drake May, I love Drake May, man, but like he is still a young player that will make mistakes. That defense is a fraud. Like, so I'm saying, like, so those are the top 2 teams. Houston, I think Houston's up there for sure. Houston might not even make the playoffs. The
Houston's
Colts are done.
7-5, like.
I know. I'm saying the Colts are done. I've been saying that since week fucking 5.
Yeah.
The Jags, dude. You trust the Jaguars? You trust Trevor Lawrence in the playoffs?
No, absolutely.
No, you
not.
don't.
Absolutely not.
Okay. The Ravens?
No, right now, no. No, I don't trust.
So
them. I mean,
who are we? I trust the Chiefs, but they're not going to make the playoffs. Is the fucking funny thing.
I would have said the Chargers, but Justin Herbert's injury throws a big wrench.
And their O line, dude, they don't have alt. Like their O line is Slater and all are gone for the year, so they're missing 2 elite tackles. Like they're patchworking it together. I like the coach. I know you hate the coach, but it's just it's fucking messy. The AFC is so messy right now. That's why I still have hope for our Ravens bet, and I think I should have put some money on the Bills just because I trust these teams that were supposed to be there, and it's like it's so wide open right now. And I think the Texans are actually the most dangerous team because that defense is for real, dude.
Well, that's the thing. Like the Bills defense is very hit and miss, and this is a team that lost to Miami. So I'm supposed to trust them in a playoff matchup against Drake May and the Patriots? Like, I don't know. What's so special about the Bills? Again, they've got no receivers.
It's Josh Allen. That's it. That's it.
Again, it's one-dimensional. Like, I just don't – there's a reason this team hasn't been to the Super Bowl in a number of years.
No, my thing is, playoff Josh Allen's different. And, like, you get Josh Allen who's just, like, literally running. Like, he doesn't do that in the regular season as much, where he has 14 rush attempts. And he's just getting first downs. 3rd and 7 is Josh Allen.
Playoff Josh Allen also does? Throw really bad interceptions and fumble the ball. It's
okay. You hate Josh Allen.
I hate
Cheerio.
He's a selfish stat patter.
Oh my god, dude! Your takes are fucking. You see, you're Stephen A. Smith, but you're just more articulate and you don't yell.
I don't actually hate Josh Allen. I think he's an incredible athlete. But again, without the receivers, without the tight end to push the ball downfield, this is, like I said, this is an extremely one-dimensional. I don't think Sean McDermott's that good of a coach either. What? RPO, mesh.
No, Sean McDermott's terrible. I will tell you that one. I defend coaches more than
I've
you.
never seen as many mesh routes in my life. Just because you got like slot wide receivers all over the place doesn't mean you need to run 3 mesh routes in a row. Their wide receiver slip screen or the running back slip screen, halfback slip screen. Like the guy's got like two tricks. I don't know. Anyway,
Cheerio. No, I don't know who's going anywhere. Period is the point, and like. That's why I'm saying the Bills have a chance, because it's not about the Bills as much. I think they will figure things out. It's about, do I trust Bo Nix? No. Do I trust Drake May? Yes. Do I trust that team? No. I don't trust the Patriots, though.
You don't trust
Vrabel? What has he ever proven in the playoffs?
Okay. What has McDermott ever proven in the playoffs? At least Sean Payton has won Super Bowls.
Cheerio, do you think I win tomorrow? I'm up 25.2 and league mate has Travion Henderson. Full PPR, risky. I'd still say 65% chance you win, 70% chance you win. Half PPR, you won.
Yeah, if the Giants make it competitive, it's going to be really tough for you. I shouldn't say really tough. 25 points is a lot. So I think you're in a good position. But if the Giants make it competitive, you're going to be on the edge of your seat.
My trade deadline is December 3rd, Storey. Jesus, that's like really late. That's 2 days. That's cool.
3rd is the Saturday before the last week of the fantasy regular season.
Wally, this is embarrassing. Wally's a huge fucking Vikings fan. He started Seattle's defense against he knows something. He said embarrassing, and I got to play this clip here real quick. Wally's gonna love this clip. Hopefully, you're still in here, Wally. Courtesy of Sports Memes channel, and this is a good one if you like Family Guy, especially.
I don't know, Peter. We already have Sam Darnold. Do you really want to go for the quarterback box?
Yeah, but it could be anything. It could even be Sam Darnold.
It was J.J. McCarthy.
Yeah, it was J.J. McCarthy.
That's the best one I've seen. Oh my god, that looks like it was. Yeah. Also, that was an American Dad reference there too. That's kind of wild.
Yep. Damn straight. Sorry about that, Wally. Next week, is it crazy for me to play Jacoby Myers over Ibuka full PPR? I'm not going that far. Now, Parker Washington's probably out, but Bretton Strange is taking some work. What's your take, Story? Emeka Ebigbu has been struggling.
He has been struggling. It's been since the injury. I don't think he's got double-digit fantasy points in a half PPR. But I'm not going that far yet. I'm much more confident in Baker Mayfield in that offense than I am in Trevor Lawrence.
Corum was almost a league winner today, and that goes to Wally's question with Rico on bye. Is Blake Corum or Algier a good pickup?
Well, they should be rostered. So
yeah, I would pick up both up. If you're going to make the playoffs, drop whoever your bottom two guys on your bench are, your fifth receiver, and you could pick up somebody in the playoffs and grab two guys that would be in your lineup, almost guaranteed as a flex, because I would play them over DeAndre Swift. I'd play them over Justin Jefferson at this point. Like Blake Corum, if there's no Kyron Williams, is a top 7 running back. I've been saying it for how long, Story?
1.5 million years. But Ray seems to think that Kyron Williams is just fine. And I think he's fine too. I'm just telling people, like, we have seen it multiple. I think we saw it with Bretton Strange, where they finish the game and it comes out a little dinged up, bang. Next thing you know, on IR. Now I'm not saying that's going to happen, but when you have athletes and the adrenaline wears off, swelling picks up, things change. If it's a low ankle sprain, it could be a week, and that's not the end of the world. I get that they need to win, like they've got to try to get the 1 seed back, but Blake Corum filled in very admirably. So I don't think it's as cut and dry about like if he's a little dinged up, it's all it can get in there, Kyron. I just don't. I'm not sure that I agree with Ray on that.
Sammy, you always come in here saying the same shit, and he said you told me to sit Myers and Scary Terry for Wandale and Ladd. Probably going to lose my week. Well, you know what? Wandale Robinson is like in consensus, like top 22 play this week, and Ladd McConkey is top 20 play. Scary Terry is coming off an injury. Even if I did say, I don't think I said this. Also, I didn't set your lineup for you. Did I go in there and actually like hack your fucking account? No. So we give you actually the answer and why we do these things. It's your choice to make these decisions.
I would not have started Terry McLaurin in any league, even in deep leagues, because of this. He came back from the injury earlier and re-aggravated the hamstring. Hamstrings are very tricky with that.
Patrick Surtain too. I mean, come on, dude.
Mariota.
I would bet Fantasy Pros had Scary Terry at like wide receiver 38 this week.
Yeah, but Mariota kind of cooked the Broncos defense today.
Oh, he did. But I'm saying, like, going into the week, like, Myers, Brian Thomas is coming back. Like, you're definitely starting Wandale over Jacoby Myers, bro. And then you're starting Ladd over Scary Terry. So, dude, the outcomes aren't always what we want. Like, we all make mistakes in fantasy. I make a lot of them on my own teams. That's fantasy football. Like, I don't know what to tell you, man. And, maybe you shouldn't tune into the show. That's all I got to say. Because, like, it's never positive because I give a lot of good advice. I feel like you never come in here saying, unless I'm always giving you bad advice, which I don't think I really do.
What does he want? An apology?
Yeah, I'll pay for your entry fee, bro. Do we think McLaurin can keep this up? Also, Bretton Strange or Gatson next week? Bretton Strange, right?
Keep this up. Yeah. Like,
hold on. Disclaimer. Follow at your own peril. Be careful.
Or else Sammy will come in here and do I think McLaurin can keep this up? Yes, I am very encouraged with how McLaurin looked tonight. I was worried when I read that headline. I thought he might have gotten banged up and I didn't see it, but that's good news for McLaurin. The team needs to throw. They don't have a running identity, so they're going to have to throw. Dan Campbell's kind of an idiot, but at least he understands getting McLaurin the ball. Dude, I think I'm dropping Gadsden. Like, he had 2 great weeks. He had an amazing first week, that 1 week, but what are they? They're not utilizing him. They're not looking to him. And if Herbert misses time, that's even worse for him. Brendan Strange slipped right back into that role. I'm excited to draft Brendan Strange next year. I'm starting Brendan Strange this week. I think I'm dropping Gadsden.
I have to pat myself on the back real quick, but I told everyone that Quentin Johnson after week 4 was a wide receiver 3. Everyone said I was stupid. And I also said Gatson was not a fraud. I said he was barely a top 12 receiver or tight end because Ladd was there. Quentin Johnson's still there. Keenan Allen's still there. And I didn't foresee the offensive line. The offensive line has killed Gatson because he actually is blocking a little bit now. That's killing him. And they have no time to pass. So like, what is Gatson's story? He's a seam stretching tight end.
Yep. And he can't get down. If they don't have time to let the routes develop downfield, they're not going to be able to utilize him.
Dude,
he is blocking.
How many passes did Justin Herbert throw over 20 air yards in this game? I don't think I saw one.
I couldn't tell you.
I don't think I saw one. So it's Brenton Strange, baby.
Yeah.
No problemo.
Would you
think the Steelers
Gadsden?
are done? No, I wouldn't drop him because I like the talent. And like, who you dropping him for? Mason Taylor? No, not doing that.
Right. But would you all right, so your bench is all backup running backs. You got your starting backup running backs. Gadsden, Brenton Strange is on the wire. There's nobody else worth picking up this week. Would you drop Gadsden to pick up Brenton Strange?
If I get news that we're getting Trey Lance this week, 100%. Like, that's for sure. Now, if the reports are good, now you're not going to have actually that news by the time you have to make the decision.
Right.
So, man, I don't know, dude. I'm not the biggest Strange guy. You know, I actually like Strange in the offseason. You laughed at me, Story, when I was talking about best ball, Brenton Strange.
Yeah.
I think here's your exact response. Brenton Strange, LOL. And because he had I just remember last year he had like an 11 catch game. And it was like 11 catches for 70 yards.
Well, I mean,
man, I want the offense. But the thing is, dude, the fucking offense is really good in Jacksonville right now.
Right.
So let's do Brenton Strange. We'll take Brenton Strange. I think
for the record, Justin Herbert's long today was 11 yards. 11 yards was his long. So
right. Long completion. We're talking air yards, but yeah, it's not good.
I don't give it. I do not care about air yards in the least.
No, what I mean is that he's just not throwing the ball down the field, and he has the weapons to do so.
Correct. Let's see where Josh Allen.
Earlier in the year, he was chucking the ball down the field. Oh, Josh Allen didn't throw the ball today. No problem, Sports Jazz. Steelers are done. You think the Steelers are done?
Yeah, I think you're cooked.
Dude, Mike Tomlin looks just really beaten down on the sidelines, bro. He's old. He looks like a homeless dude out there.
I know.
Like, he's going full Bill Belichick. Like, I know you're not a Tomlin guy, so you're probably really happy.
I'm not a Tomlin guy. He should have been gone years ago. Like, there comes a point. I think Tomlin is a good coach, but there comes a point in every organization where you need to make a change. This point has come and gone. The Steelers got to move on from Tomlin.
Well, I think he's going to be a good hire wherever he goes.
I don't disagree with that, but like at some point, like things aren't working anymore.
Yeah, it's like a relationship that goes sour. Like, it doesn't mean that you wouldn't be a good fit for another woman, and she wouldn't be a good fit for another man. It just means that your time together has probably come to an end. JJ, dropping some life lessons here on W101, the Q. Is Justin Jefferson a first rounder next year, especially if they keep rolling with 9? Well, they're going to bring in somebody. But I am taking Justin Jefferson in the first round based on talent alone. Are you?
I'd be surprised if he goes in the first round. Realistically, like after this season, he's proven he's not quarterback proof. Jamar Chase has proven he's quarterback proof, right? And we thought Justin Jefferson was, but very clearly he's not. So if they draft somebody, if they draft a Lenora Sellers, for example, and he turns out to be a bust as well, you want to run through another season of this with Justin Jefferson? I don't.
You know how I know he'll be a first rounder? Is we had back-to-back years, now not this year, but back-to-back years with the perceived talent of Garrett Wilson, and I like Garrett Wilson, the player, very good player. The perceived talent of Garrett Wilson, and he was a back-end first-round pick in 2 years in a row. Remember that story?
Yeah.
Now, that was a mistake. I'm just saying, like, Justin Jefferson, this isn't perceived talent. This isn't like, people projecting numbers. Like, this is Justin fucking Jefferson. And this was just a rough year. I would take him in the first round, the back half of the first round. I don't care who his quarterback is, because it can't be like this again. Like, we keep on saying that it can't get worse.
I mean, you keep saying it every week. It's a new low. So if we see any kind of uptick at the end of the year, I will be a little more positive. But again, like he's shown that he's not necessarily quarterback proof. So I'd have a tough tough time drafting him in the first round next year.
Hendo, what are your thoughts for the playoffs for Travion Henderson? Are you worried? Let's just talk more like macro on Henderson. Are you worried about Stevenson? What do you project the snap share to be this week for Henderson and Stevenson?
They still got was it Jennings last week that they were keeping involved, or was it there was a third guy that was involved there, which is like less
I think it's Jennings.
Yeah, so that's less than it's like a 65 25 10 split. That doesn't make sense. Yeah, that's right. 65 25. Yeah. So I'm not really worried about Henderson. I think he's a really good play. He's a very good talent. They're utilizing him better. Yeah, Stevenson's still going to be there. He's not going to be what he was for those 2 weeks when Stevenson was out, but he's a locked and loaded RB2.
Don Bond, also Hampton, is it going to be a factor? Here's the problem: is Hampton have 2 weeks to come back? So I know Trey Benson, if he doesn't come back week 14, he's out for the year. Is Hampton has to week 15, correct?
Yeah, I believe so. I have to double check that, but I'm pretty sure this was his first game after being activated, which means that he can miss a second game and then come back in week 15. Trey Benson, we're officially on Trey Benson watch though. End of season IR.
Yeah, if he doesn't practice, I mean, I'm going to wait till not the 11th hour in this one, but if he doesn't practice and it's Thursday, he hasn't practiced, I'm dropping him.
So the fact that he was downgraded on Friday is a really bad sign.
I don't want to hear it.
If he comes back limited, I think you're okay.
Also, they might just make him active because they have a lot of time left in the season.
Right.
So, because like I said, it's do or die. If he does he's not active on game day on Sunday, he's out for the year. I won't be encouraged if they have him active and he doesn't really play.
The Cardinals can't make the playoffs, so there's really not a reason to rush him back because James Conner probably isn't part of their plans next year.
No, but they want to see what they have in Trey Benson in terms of like, should they draft somebody else? Because if he comes back and he's the guy I think he is, I don't know, you're not too high on him. Then why would they draft somebody in the second round, for instance?
I like Trey Benson. I think he was a great talent coming out of Florida State. I'm just not convinced that the Cardinals are going to use him as a workhorse back when they've been fine with the rotation of backs. Michael Carter, Bam Knight, DeMarcado is probably going to get healthy. So it just doesn't feel like, oh, this guy that's coming off of a long IR stint, we're just slot him back into an 80% opportunity share. Doesn't seem like the wisest move to me.
Geno Smith is a sliding little bitch. Dude, he just slides. He's just protecting himself. I saw it a couple times today. That's a good call.
Did you see Shedeur Sanders on 4th and 26 scramble for 5 yards and then slide down 21 yards?
No.
It was 4th and 26, and he slides 5 yards into his scramble.
Was there guys around him?
I mean, there was a guy bearing down on him, but like try to throw it or try to make a move, like something. He slides like he's whatever.
Yeah, that's not good on tape. Drop Neal for Chuba. Now, I was encouraged with Neal because if you notice at the start of the game, Storey, they were rotating backs there, and then the second half was all Devin Neal, and we didn't see any Taysom Hill. What the hell is up with that? He goes from having, a pass attempt and two targets and 10 carries, playing some running back to no touches.
Yeah, I don't know. This is the kind of Taysom Hill usage that I wanted when Kamara was there. Now, they were never in a goal line position, so it wasn't Taysom Hill time, right? They are obsessed with Taysom Hill on the goal line. 14 carries is great. 47 yards, not so great. But Neal, 3 targets, 3 catches, 20-some yards. It's not much better than what Kamara was doing. Again,
yeah, I want the upside of Chuba, maybe. It depends. If you need to play – I can't even say that. I think I want to play Chuba. I think I'm just going Chuba. Better off.
I'm going Chuba too because they got to play Tampa. So this team is having to play from behind, and that is extremely limiting to their running back. So it's great for Olave, it's great for Vele, but you got to play Tampa Bay. Not good. You got to play Carolina, whose offense looks pretty good right now. Then you get the Jets. Okay, that's week 16. Then you get Tennessee, week 17. But you got to get through week 14 and week 15 to get there. And I'm not sure Devin Neal is going to carry you there.
How about Vele, dude?
Looks good. It's worth a pickup. Just be careful.
He definitely does. What do you want to be careful about? Herpes?
Well, yeah, wrap it up, people. Also,
don't do that. Just make better decisions on who you sleep with. That's the idea.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt though. Double wrap it.
Don't feel as good. Don't feel as good, man.
Yeah, I worry about that offense in general and getting the second wide receiver there. Okay. I don't know that I would ever start Devon Bailey in a league ever.
If Chris Olave went down, he's like a handcuff.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Aaron Jones or Bashal Tootin? Aaron Jones did you see him? He got beat to shit. So did Jordan Mason. That team, dude, they're not going to win another game this year, are they? Yeah, he came back in the game though. They both. I think Aaron Jones not coming back in the game? I saw he did, or he was trying.
He was grabbing that shoulder.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's gone.
He's gone for weeks. Let me just
who's the other guy there? Who's the third guy there? Real quick story, top of your head. The guy with the throwish hair.
Oh, what is his name? He's been there forever.
No, he's a young guy. He's not Kyle Manung guy. He's a young guy.
Shoulder evaluated.
His name, he was a rookie this year. His name is yeah.
Not a rookie, is he?
Experience 1 year. Somehow he's 26 years old though. But he's a pass catcher, man. He had a pretty badass, I recall, like week 5, a badass toe tap, like little out route in the end zone. So that's pretty cool.
I mean, anybody can have a highlight reel play once in their career.
No, but I like seeing running backs that can do that kind of thing. Like, obviously, Jordan Mason is never doing anything of the sorts.
This is his third year in the league.
Okay. Well, I'm saying Jordan Mason, I'll take the L on Jordan Mason. He's bad. I thought he was good. I drafted him in a few spots. Gross.
Yeah, he's bad. But the bottom line is, like, when it's a solo in the backfield, Mason had a couple of good games, usable games, like an RB3 type. He's in RB3 this week because there's zero chance that Aaron Jones is playing this week. So the question, should I keep Aaron Jones? I would go with Bashal Tootin.
Right. Yeah. And I'd say, what if there was no injury to Aaron Jones, we would go Aaron Jones though.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, you love it. Oh, absolutely. You always go Aaron Jones if he's not hurt.
Absolutely. I'm always looking for Jack Doyle.
The fact that he's laughing is great.
I was watching I always watch with Erica just to give her some history NFL lessons because she's, kind of new. My wife's kind of new to fantasy. It's her 3rd year now playing, but she watched football in the 90s and 2000s, but like not like this level, right? And she like doesn't know a lot of players. I was watching like the top 10 like snow moments, like games with crazy snow. And Jack Doyle, there was a clip of Jack Doyle catching a touchdown. I was so fucking happy. And she's like, Jack Doyle. I was like, absolutely. Yeah, in the snow. You know who the best trivia question for you. Who has the most memorable snow moments in recent memory, the last 25 years?
I mean, Brady had that one amazing game in the snow.
Right. But he had like the Tuck Rule game as well. I think that's the one you're talking about.
No, there was another game where they put up like 45 points against it was the Redskins at the time.
That's not the answer. That's not the answer. So it's LaShawn McCoy, dude. He had like 3 game-winning touchdowns in snow games, bro. Because he had the one in the Bills, memorable one with the Bills, and he went to the Bills later part of his career. He also had 2 with the Eagles because he played in the Bills and Eagles, so he was involved in a lot of these snow games. But like there was 3 plays I remember LaShawn McCoy like overtime touchdown, and like LaShawn McCoy just like in games that the score was like 7-6, and like he would actually have a good fantasy day because LaShawn McCoy was awesome, dude. Was he not awesome?
Was awesome. It should be somebody from Cleveland. They get more snow than any other stadium, as far as I know.
But Cleveland doesn't have any like good players, so they never have any. They never have any good plays. I totally forgot to play this. So the option was Aaron Jones or Bashal too.
Yeah, I was between that and Muhammad.
Why the fuck would it be between that or Muhammad? Why don't you just pick a common name like a normal person?
Muhammad is the most commonly used name on earth. Read a fucking book for one.
I gotta shout out Mean Muffin. Mean Muggin. I always call him Mean Muffin. I don't know why. McMuffin. He was on the show last night. Awesome. 3 hours and 17 minutes. Nicest guy in the world. I think we made a consensus agreement that he is the most even-keeled, nicest person in the Discord, in the community.
That's pretty sweet.
You can't get nicer,
No,
you can't. Yeah, we love you, Mark. Thank you. Let's see. Where are we at here? Broncos D did get cooked by Mariota tonight. That was dude, I have Mariota in a couple spots like in my Superflex league, but I've also picked up Jaden Daniels in like 4 leagues.
Oh,
hopefully that evens out me dropping Joe Burrow.
In Superflex leagues?
No, not Jay Daniels in Superflex, but
okay. Because you said I had Mariota in like 4 Superflex leagues, but you'd also
no. I'm still pretty salty about dropping. I drafted Joe Burrow in 5 spots, and I dropped him in week 3 in every league. I mean, for obvious reasons. Like in like a couple weeks, I got Drake May in one of them. Like, so I have Matt Stafford another one. I have Herbert another one. But like, I didn't think he was coming back, and God damn it, now he's going to torch everyone.
Mistakes were made.
Who's Josh going to pass to in the playoffs? He's been very bad the last weeks. He's going to pass to himself, like that play where he passed to Amari Cooper and then he got lateraled back.
Yeah,
that's Dalton Kincaid. When Dalton Kincaid comes back, it'll be a little better. But they have really just given him a big middle finger. It's real bad. Like this is actually worse than what Aaron Rodgers had to work with.
It's rough. Like this is although I don't know, man. That Steelers wide receiver room is pretty nasty. You're not jumping back in on Keon Coleman, are you?
I might. Well, no. He's terrible. Josh Allen made an NFL record for rushing and touchdowns today. Yeah, he has more than it was Cam Newton. Beat Cam Newton.
Oh, how about that?
And Josh Allen's such a better passer than Cam Newton ever was. I just need to look for Jack Doyle. Yeah. How about Brosmer, huh? Brosmer. I don't fucking
I think they were saying Brosmer on the broadcast. I don't think that's right though.
Dude, that underhand pass. That was one of the. It was like it would have been intercepted by 2 guys, not just one, 2 guys.
Yeah, 2 guys are right there. That was a Josh Allen playoff. That was a Will Levis play. That's what that was. You never go full Will Levis.
Here's the problem: Josh Allen has more leeway to do this because he's a playmaker. You know what I'm saying? Like that's more up his wheelhouse. Like his first start, you should not be doing these things. That play was dead. Literally take the sack or throw it out of bounds. Like
he panicked.
What are we doing?
He panicked.
Mark, is Sharp a viable flex play in desperation? Was counting on Benson to complete my lineup, but doesn't look good. Yeah, I mean, I would pick up Xavier Scott, like that dude. Like, yeah, you got to get more shots at the apple, and like I would for you. Drop your wide receiver 5 if you have good wide receivers. Like, there's no point in keeping Darnell Mooney, for instance. Like, if you're going to have a problem in your flex, and especially if it's half PPR, get your whole bench of running backs, and you have a couple weeks to figure it out before the playoffs. Especially if you have a bye. If you have a bye, that's when you really need to figure out your bench story because you have that 1 week where they just marinate, right?
Yep.
What do you think about Charbonnet though? Because Kenneth Walker has taken over that backfield.
Yeah, very much so. But they did use more Charbonnet this week than they did last week. So that was if you're naming a start Charbonnet, that's encouraging.
Real quick, hold on, Story. What would you project the snap share going forward? Charbonnet, Kenneth Walker.
I don't know what it was.
I got you, bro.
Nicely done. I'm not seeing anything on Mason getting injured at all.
He definitely got hurt.
Okay.
He came back in the game though, but they said like when I was watching Aaron Jones, like literally looked like he was like storming the beaches of Normandy and like needed fucking morphine. I saw like they're like, oh, Jordan Mason's hurt now, and then they brought in Xavier Scott for a few plays.
Yeah, I guess he got 3 carries. Xavier Scott did, and one target. So that does speak to him getting some work. Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess like I think Mason's more fine than Aaron Jones is for sure.
Yeah. 100. Aaron Jones he might be done for the year. I mean, or his career, right?
It would not surprise me. I mean, he was in obvious pain on the sidelines, and he didn't even attempt to come back in. So we'll learn more tomorrow, but it doesn't look good.
So sorry, before I interrupted you, I'm not going to do it again. I have to do it every once in a while. Story. It's literally like in my contract that I wrote for myself. That I pay myself. That's great, right? You need to have 8 beers a show. It's a fucking great contract, dude. Is Sharp a viable flex play? Like what is because he's going to get the goal line work still, right? At least half of it.
Yeah, you bet. I mean, you've got to be desperate, and you probably have to be an underdog in order to start him. So the problem, like week 14, 4 teams on bye. If you need to start Charbonnet, like Charbonnet or Tyler Algier, which one are you starting?
Charbonnet.
You're starting Charbonnet. Charbonnet.
Better. They have the same role.
Exactly.
Better offense. Better game scripts.
Much better offense.
That's why it's Charbonnet. Better player too. I mean, man.
Yeah,
it's not better. They're both really good players. They're similar players. I love both of them.
So yeah, the fact that they've used more Charbonnet this week is probably a good sign. I'm trying to think like who else would you start him over? I mean, you're starting him over Blake Corum, obviously.
Yeah.
Let's see.
He's in the top. He's not a top 24 guy. No, he's right in the top 24 just because of touchdown upside. PPR maybe 26, half maybe 22.
Well, 22 seems like a high bar. 14 carries though, like 14 carries. So yeah, I mean, you talked about what the percentage would be going forward. It's back to a 50-50 split here. But a weird game script though. Like they use a lot of Charbonnet probably near the end.
Crazy to start Hubbard over Dubs or Ibuka. I'm still. Are you still starting a Big Boo? I'm still starting a Big Boo.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, because again, like that seems like a hot hand situation in Carolina. I'm not sure I want to run the risk with playoffs on the line. I know Ibuka's been bad, but I think he's got a better opportunity. Man, that is tough though. Crazy to start Hubbard. I would start Hubbard over Dubs though.
I mean, I'm not ever not starting Ibuka. He's the number one there. Come on.
I agree with that.
I go down with the ship there in that case. Mark says lineup is Stafford, Goff. His running backs is Cook, Judkins, Harvey, Charbonnet, Benson. That's a good lineup. B-Rob, Chase, Pickens, Parker. Plan to drop him. Reed. So you need some receivers. Adonai Mitchell, baby. Mark, how did you not pick up Adonai Mitchell? You watch every show. I was hooting and hollering about Adonai Mitchell like all fucking week. You know I was.
What's the latest on Jaden Reed?
Nothing. I don't know. When are we going to start Jaden Reed? Like literally, it's the same. It's a Bill situation there. Actually, no, that's the original situation though.
All he's going to do is hurt Dubs and Christian Watson. Yeah, I mean, Adonai Mitchell's a good pickup. Jaden Higgins, maybe like
five targets, 5 catches.
Yeah.
So real quick, Mark's is 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs, 2 flex. So that's why he's starting Cook, Judkins, Harvey, and then Charbonnet is his. It's full PPR, which kind of stinks to start. All these running backs in full PPR.
Well, especially like if you're talking about Charbonnet in there, because Kenneth Walker's like Charbonnet doesn't get any passes thrown his way,
even though he's a capable pass catcher, but not in the current role he's in. So. Man, you need to try to just stack your bench. Now, usually we always say stack your bench with running backs. You need to stack your bench with receivers. Yeah. Because you have the running backs. You have B-Rob, Benson, Charbonnet, all are going to pop off if they have an injury in that backfield to the starter. You need to get – that's why you should have had Adonai Mitchell. And the Reed's on his IR. Maybe he didn't have any so he has Bucks and Atlanta defense. He was rostering 2 defenses. Bucks defense, rest of the season, I love it. I love the matchups. So I don't know if you want to use a waiver claim. I wouldn't advise using a waiver claim on Adonai Mitchell personally.
Another guy that might be worth it because he seems like one of those rare wide receiver handcuffs would be Devon Vele.
Yeah, and that's also the upside in case something happens to Chris Olave. Vele is like a must start because it's him and Juwan Johnson. That's it.
Yeah.
Juwan Johnson had a decent game today, so our bet's getting so close. Justin, am I starting Brissett over Bo Nix the rest of the year? Shaking my head. Any chance Amon-Ra and Benson are back by week 15? Benson, we got to wait and see. St. Brown should be back by 16 at the latest.
16 is the latest.
Brissett's killing it, dude. He's killing it. He threw a bad pick today, but like he throws 300 yards every single game. It's 300 yards every game.
I couldn't believe he ended up like that game. The way he looked, I could not believe he ended up with 20 fantasy points today. 20 fantasy points. Like,
hey, Storey,
looked terrible.
How about Trey McBride has 8 touchdowns this year, huh?
Gosh.
Remember the narrative? Oh, he doesn't catch touchdowns, and it was a narrative, but like I personally have 6 shares of Trey McBride because I liked his price way better than Bowers. It was a whole round different almost.
If Kyler hadn't gotten hurt, though, you're probably not real. I mean.
He would have been fine. He would have still returned value, but right now he's crushing.
Well, I mean, if they roll with Brissett, are you going with Trey McBride or Brock Bowers? Because they'll be probably drafted around the same spot next year.
My answer is Tucker Kraft.
Tucker Kraft coming off the ACL.
He'll be back. That dude's a beer drinking, cigarette smoking badass. Like he's like Jason, like Jason from the chat, and also Jason like Jason Voorhees.
Looks like Dylan Sampson got knocked out of the game with a calf injury and didn't return today. That's why Ford got yeah. And it looks like Marvin Harrison got knocked out with a heel injury, and he did not return either.
He came back. No, he came back.
Oh, he did? Okay.
Yeah, it came up, and then he came back.
Okay. So we got to keep an eye on that.
Yeah, Broncos defense. I still have faith in the unit. That unit's too good. It's funny, they played worse with Patrick Surtain back. Surtain actually didn't play that great. He got cooked.
Who?
Surtain got cooked, man.
Alex Singleton looked good today. Like, I was surprised.
Hey, man. Get well. I'm so happy for that. That's a good story, man. What do you think about New Orleans D for the playoffs? Have the Browns now. I mean, their matchups are okay, but like, do I want to fuck with that defense? No. I don't care who they're playing, Storey.
I don't care either. Yeah, I'm not like Cleveland though. Like, come on, man. Purdy's a interception machine. You couldn't generate one turnover off of him.
That in a weather game too with wind.
One sack, dude. Like one sack. What are you doing? So they get Tennessee next week. They get Chicago. Chicago's been known to turn the ball over. Then they get Buffalo. Buffalo's had some bad games, and then they get Pittsburgh. So if you can make it to 17, you're in golden. But the one
you want to sit there and hold on to the Saints defense? Like, no.
Yeah. This is Cleveland. The one I would hold. I'd be hesitant.
About, Cleveland. Sorry.
Yeah, is Buffalo. Let's see what the Saints defense. Nolans gets in a man's blood. Game log. Because they get Tampa Bay.
We are one. Go ahead.
Carolina, week 15. Carolina looks good.
They do.
And then you get the Jets. So okay, we'll have to see what the Jets look like by then. That's a good play. And then you get Tennessee. Cool. You can get there. I think you need.
Yeah.
I think you need somebody for week 15. But yeah, they're. I think they're playable week 16 and 17.
100%.
I'm just rolling with Seattle the rest of the year. If I got him.
Same, bro. I am so happy. You know, that was my last round pick and where it's at, where the defenses score 50 points a game because they get like tackle for losses. Like,
I still don't understand the defense scoring.
3 and outs gets you points. Tackle for losses gets you points. Return yards get you points. So you get any play at all gets points. And I have Seattle's defense, so that's the reason I'm in first place in that league because they're averaging like 55 a game. We're one step away from 2,750. So let's get that done. Whoever's in here has a sub. That's a big number. Isaac's in here. What's going on, man? Hey, brother, do you think Justin Jefferson is cooked after watching that Brosmer performance? I don't know what to do. Good looks as always. Brosner sucks, but you know what? It just looked like JJ McCarthy out there, didn't it?
Yeah.
No difference.
I mean, no difference.
It's just terrible.
Whatsoever. Like, yeah, could it be worse? Probably. Maybe Cam Newton's available. Maybe he wants to come back and play football.
Couldn't be worse. Michael, this is a very, very deeply loaded question. So I would advise you, we're going to do a lot of episodes on this in the offseason. I would advise you to get in the Discord. And these are things we talk about in the Discord because me and Storey could talk about good values for picks for next year in fantasy for like 3 hours in the show, like in a row. That's what we do, actually. We just can't do it tonight because we're 2.5 hours in and trying to get through these comments. Don't they get the hapless Raiders offense? They're terrible. Should I drop Aaron Jones or Bashal Tutin? Sorry, that's the same question. Yeah, we're dropping Aaron Jones. I'm trying to get some other ones. Aaron Rodgers does go to teams to get coaches fired. He's LeBron James, actually, as much as I love LeBron James. He's a fucking coach killer, bro. Storey is crazy for saying Jefferson is not quarterback proof, bro. Has had 8 quarterbacks since his career. His only TDs this season were from McCarthy. I mean, but what's going on right now proves he's not quarterback proof because when it's this bad, nobody's that's not quarterback proof. You know what I'm saying? Like this is code red, man.
Like if any of these guys were a halfway decent quarterback, Justin Jefferson would still probably be having decent games. The fact that like two catches for 4 yards, this isn't Jamar Chase just had a 1 catch because he had a down game situation. Every receiver is going to go through that. This is a trend, and it's bad. So I'm not like depending. I'm not willing to go through this with Justin Jefferson again with a rookie quarterback.
I am, but maybe not in the first round. Maybe it's mid-seconds.
That I think is doable.
I know it's been worst case scenario, Wally. Like worst case scenario for everything involved, and like even the great Kevin O'Connell can't fix it.
How many times did they say quarterback whisperer on the broadcast today? My
Dude, I wanted to have Matt make a meme of like quarterback whisper, and it's just Kevin O'Connell screaming in someone's ear because like it's not working this year, and it's just he's like trying to whisper, but he's like screaming.
Stop throwing interceptions.
What's the quote where what the hell? What movie is it where he's Will Ferrell's having a hard time controlling the volume of his voice?
That's a Saturday Night Live sketch. That's a Saturday Night Live
sketch. It's Anchorman though. It's Anchorman where he's talking too loud.
But originally it's from a Saturday Night Live sketch where it has voice modulation. Voice modulation is a serious matter. You know what I'm talking about? No.
Yeah. And they just turned that into Anchorman then.
They pretty much.
Jalen Warren and Kenneth Gainwell, the only good players in the Steelers. Their lineup, Kenneth Gainwell as a wide receiver. DK Metcalf's still a good player. I mean, he's not looking good. What do you think about DK? Is it he's still startable? I mean, obviously, like
he's startable, but he's a wide receiver 3. It's a combination of the quarterback play and the fact that DK Metcalf has never truly been a top 12 wide receiver in his career. He had that one season in Seattle, so he's a wide receiver 3.
Mark's going to grab Adonai. That also hits the goal for another chug. He's going to grab Adonai. I'm very sad that you have to use a waiver because you should have just had him on your roster, Mark. I love you. I just wish that I should have been stronger on my Adonai love, and I think I was pretty strong. What do y'all think about Wicks, though? Because Wicks had a giant game on Thanksgiving, but it's a mess there, right?
7 targets, 6 catches, 95 yards, something like that. 2 touchdowns. Great breakout game, but what does that mean? Watson caught a touchdown. Dobbs caught a touchdown. Jaden Reed's set to come back at some time. I think Wicks is a stash in deep leagues, but God, like it's a wide receiver rotation. I think the most consistent guy there probably is still Christian Watson. So you add Jaden Reed back into the mix. It's fine as a stash, but I'd have a tough time starting him right now.
Yeah, I see the upside, but the floor, like, what is the floor, right? He's a wide receiver 3 on his own team. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And Matthew Golden's going to be coming back, and Jaden Reed's coming back. Like,
what a terrible season for Matthew Golden.
We had a lot of Matthew Golden defenders on here last night, and I was not having it. I mean, well, Mouth is saying that I was saying like that he's not as good as Rashid Shaheed right now. Rashid Shaheed's definitely a better player. Would you agree?
I would, yes. I warn people, like people get enamored with these Senior Bowl stats and these combine metrics, forgetting that Matthew Golden played for years at Texas and like couldn't beat out guys who aren't in the league right now in terms of production. So we got to be careful about that kind of stuff going forward. Also, like if a team hasn't shown that they're willing to like invest in that player, Matthew Golden didn't start in 2 wide receiver sets forever.
And the 40 time was a joke. That was a pro day. It was the biggest joke one I've ever seen. It wasn't a 4.33. It was like a 4.41, which is still fine. But like don't draft a guy in his 40 times. Sven says Kyler should become the 3rd string running back. He should be Taysom Hill. He would die. Kyler is a tiny little garden gnome.
Yeah, man. Taysom Hill's a big boy. Like, so yeah.
Why is Devin Neal catching more balls than Kamara?
I don't know.
He is.
I don't know. I don't like. I hate the Saints. Like I can't understand why they wouldn't use Kellen Moore as an idiot. Like, come on, man. Kamara was getting like 3 targets a game, and I don't understand what they're doing there. Like Devin Neal gets half the work last week because Kamara goes out, and he gets 5 targets, then he gets 6 targets. Like, I don't know. What are you doing? Why are you coach? Why are you employed in this league if that's what you're going to do? You're going to misuse your players nonstop. I'm done thinking that any idiot can come off the street and coach, because clearly even like the smartest guys in the room aren't even that smart. Kellen Moore should be fired and shouldn't be allowed to even coordinate anymore.
Coaches. I bet you were happy to see Sean McVay lose, right?
I love when Sean McVay loses.
Shit you. Redraft full PPR, Dak, Bucky, Judkins, Jamar, CD, Warner, Ibuka, Hubbard, Dubs, Benson. Who's Warner?
I think he might be Warren or Tyler. No, Tyler Warren, maybe.
Yeah, Tyler Warren. Yeah, I got you. That's a good team, man.
Yeah.
If it's a 12-team league, that's amazing. If it's a 10-team league, it's still pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know what.
The weakness might be Trey Benson's knee.
The weakness is probably the wide receiver 3 there, right? Because it's Dubs. No, he's got. Dak, Bucky, Juggins, Jamar. Oh, he's got CD. Yeah, I don't know. Is there a weakness? I don't know.
No, if it's a 10-team league, it's just a little above average, right? 12-team league, that's pretty elite, I guess, because every team is good in 10-team leagues.
Yeah, for the record, Taysom Hill's 6'2", so Kyler Murray.
He's 5'7". Find it funny, before week 1, I traded DK and Mason for Jameson and Waddle. I dropped Jameson after week 2 down weeks early in the season and traded for A-Chain and Jameson before week 12. I don't know why you would ever drop Jameson. Like, we knew what we were signing up for, Max. Now, would it surprise you if Jameson came out and laid like a fucking 9-point game, which would be bad being the number 1?
No, it wouldn't. I'm not expecting that. I'm confident that he'll have a very real role as long as ASB is out. I really doubt it's a 1-week thing. I'm guessing you're not going to have St. Brown for first week of the playoffs, hoping he comes back week 16.
Mark. So we were talking about the Lions. We couldn't believe the Vikings were getting plus 12. And I didn't bet it, obviously, because I don't bet lines. But, like, dude, here's the thing: is that actually was a good bet, because I know it's crazy to say a team that it was. No, it was, because the Vikings defense showed up. And if Max Brosser didn't throw the worst pick 6 I've ever seen and like 4 other interceptions because one of them got called back, like, they should have been in that game, right?
Dude, Brosser threw an interception, and on the return, the defender fumbled it. They got the ball back in good field position, and they still couldn't score.
I know. But you see the appeal of that line, though, because the Vikings, Kevin O'Connell, like, proud team.
I don't know.
Justin Jefferson,
Seattle, one of the best teams in the NFC. I'm losing faith in Kevin O'Connell real quick.
Yeah, he looks a little lost on the sideline there, buddy.
I mean, like, this guy is supposed to be a smart coach, and he goes into the season with JJ McCarthy and Max Brosmer as his 2 quarterbacks on the roster.
No, Carson Wentz.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Carson Wentz. I forgot about
Sorry.
that.
Pardon me. Wally, is Zay Flowers benchable? Absolutely not, man. He had a touchdown overturned.
Yes,
no.
He's benchable.
Bro, he would have had a 30-yard touchdown. That was bullshit. They got called back because of.
But he didn't have a 30-yard touchdown, and that.
No, he did actually. No, he did, and he got called for offensive pass interference. It wasn't offensive pass interference.
It doesn't count in the stat line,
but it counts in my stat line story.
Receiving touchdowns are not prescriptive. Like, he's throwing for 170 yards a game right now, and 0 touchdowns. I'm not starting any pass catcher in this offense unless it's Mark Andrews and I need a deep tight end start. Like, I'm not doing it. Can't make me do it.
I'm starting him. I start him every week. I am.
I'll bench him.
Furious spinach. I traded Genty and Waddle for Jefferson and Kittle a couple weeks ago. Not looking too good, but I have Rice and Amon-Ra should come back. I actually don't mind that trade, man, because Genty is on the worst offense in the league. And Waddle, dude, it's not looking that great in Miami. Their defense actually playing well.
Yeah,
and you got George Kittle. Would you rather have Jefferson or Waddle rest of the season?
Probably Waddle.
But you said probably, though.
It's probably, yeah. It's not a definite. 3 for 40. It's still better than what Jefferson did. 6 targets though, so that's encouraging. Yeah, I'd want Waddle over Jefferson the rest of the season.
But you want Kittle over Genty as long as you have running backs. So that's why it's a fair trade. Yeah,
that's a good trade.
Oh, absolutely. You always want George Kittle over Waddle.
Absolutely. I'm always looking for Jack Doyle.
Okay. I love that. I love that clip.
This is my favorite clip ever. Week 14, Mahomes or Joe Burrow. It's not Mahomes. He has Houston. I know it's a must-win game, but I'm not fucking with Houston's defense.
I think Burrow's the play.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, Burrow's the play.
Amon-Ra gonna be back though. He's gonna be back, but probably not this upcoming week.
Yeah, I would say 90%. Well, he's not gonna play this week. Almost certainly, he's not gonna play this week. So you don't have him this week. Week 14 gone. Week 15 probably gone. So it's like 70% he doesn't play until week 16. So maybe you got to buy, but I wouldn't plan. It's a low ankle sprain. He'll be back. It's just a matter of how much, like, when the swelling goes down, when the ligaments heal, etc.
Is Godwin going to get back to a viable flex start?
I would start in desperation next week, and then if things look good again, I think you're confident.
Let's see. We're getting caught up. So Adonai is only better right now because of the targets and less mouths to feed. No, Adonai Mitchell's always been an elite talent. It's just been two things with him, right? It's concentration and like mental stuff and catching the actual ball, which is a big part of playing wide receiver. But like he's an elite talent, right? Storey he always was.
I don't know. I would consider him an elite talent. He's a great talent, but I don't know about elite. Elite you reserve for things like Jamar Chase and CeeDee
you know what I mean. Like
the biggest
first round
takeaway is the targets. He drew a 35% target share today. So yeah, like Adonai Mitchell is a strong start going forward.
Sorry, I have him in a couple leagues, more than a couple leagues. Rob and Storey make such an amazing duo. Love Rob's takes and his passion behind it, and love Storey hitting you with the rational side of things. So essentially, he's saying, I'm not rational. But you know what? I was rational with Adonai Mitchell. I was rational with Michael Wilson. Actually, no, I was irrational. All those guys, they just happened to hit.
Yeah. Well, I got to keep the people, I got to keep you in check, or else we're going to be starting Devon Bailey next week.
Real quick, though, you're the most irrational person ever when it comes to head coaches. I'm the rational one.
You're not getting points in a league for head coaching now, are you?
No, but I'm saying is like you are a pretty rational human being, and I think I kind of am too, but I'm also like over the top. Like I have like both ends of it. Like it depends what we're talking about, I suppose. I hate coaches too, bro, like compared to some people, but you like despise, like remember the whole joke of like, you have to watch the It's Always Sunny special where they go to Charlie's house for Christmas. And he's like, yeah, he's like, what happened when you were a kid? He's like, yeah, all the Santas will come over and like bring me a present and go hang out with my mom upstairs. And like, and Mac's like, wait, what? And then they'd come down. He was like painting the picture, and he's like, dude, your mom was a fucking prostitute. Like those Santas are coming to rail your mom. He's like, no. He's like, they came down, they were naked, they'd get a drink of water, and they go back upstairs and hang out with mom. He's like, he's like, damn, my mom was a hooker. And so I think I said the whole thing is the headsets and the coaches would come into your house on not Christmas, I think every day. And that's why you hate coaches.
It's Occam's
scarred.
You're thinking it. I just have very low tolerance for stupidity.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, there's still a cur, and like they all suck. Then I think you're saying they all suck.
It's a patronage league, and I hate it.
Thank you, Mark. You're the shit. We love you. We love you. Where am I in the chat? We're almost caught up. So let me see here. I have put in a lot of hours this week. Just benched Justin Jefferson until the Vikes figured out. We're not benching. I'm never benching Justin Jefferson. Are you?
If it's Brosber again, yeah, I'm benching him. Like, God, I don't know, man. Like, I got to make that decision. Like, I'm in the same boat that you are, Hetzer Metzer. And
Christian Watson. Are you playing Christian Watson over him?
Oh my God.
I'm not doing it.
Okay. But like, what if it costs you your playoffs? I mean, I'm always about starting.
Then I'll go down starting Justin Jefferson and be like, fuck you, Justin. But like, or no more like fuck you, Brosner, and fuck you, O'Connell. I'm fine with that. I make the move I'm comfortable losing with. And like, I feel like they're going to feed the guy the ball. He's like, the thing is, imagine this was AJ Brown.
At some point, you have to readjust expectations, though. This isn't an AJ Brown situation. Jalen Hurts is still a good quarterback. This is AAA stuff. This is AAA stuff that he's getting. Game log: 8.4, 10.1, 7.8, 2.0.
That's so fucked. What are we talking about, man? Like,
I can't wrap my head around it, but this is Justin Jefferson, and it's not like he's been lighting the world on fire prior to this either. He's been a mid-range RB2 or wide receiver.
He has one touchdown this year, dude.
Is that
first week too? I think second week.
It wasn't that week. It was that week. That week. No. Yep. That was week 1. That's it. That's the last time he got a touchdown.
It's fucked. Let's move on from Justin Jefferson because I don't want to talk about him anymore.
I don't want to talk about him.
Bears to the Super Bowl. We're both Bears fans. I can tell you unequivocally no. I can't even talk because I've had so many beers, but I'm also just no.
Yeah, I don't think we're there yet.
What are the chances they make the Super Bowl? There's a chance, obviously, if they get a bye. 2%, 4%, 8%.
Yeah, 7.5% sounds good to me. Yeah, because if they get a bye, 10% if they get a bye.
Jalen Coker. I actually started.
He did
I
look
started
good.
Jalen Coker in one of Erica's leagues because, like, dude, I wish I had it in front of me. Like, she's 10-2 right now, and she's fight. There's 3 teams at 10-2 in Fantrax, and then like the 4th place team is like 7 wins, and she has high like points on one of the teams, but she lost like Tucker Craft, dude. She's lost 4 of her top 6 picks, and then and Tucker Craft on top of it.
Ew.
So I think it was. I'm trying to think. She had like neighbor. It's so bad, and like I was like, how is a team 10-2? So we had to start like bottom of the barrel. We started Adonai Mitchell. We started Jalen Coker. Like, dude, her lineup and like Kenneth Gainwell, it's the worst lineup I've ever seen. And she's like, and we're watching the game, right? We're watching Red Zone, and like Jalen Coker has like 1 catch for 18 yards going in the 3rd quarter. She's like, who the fuck is Jalen Coker? Like, why are we starting him? I'm like, she always gives me shit when I make the bad calls, you know, but she never like gives me credit when I make the good calls. Just kind of like some of these people in the chat. And like, I was like, well, you know, it's a deep league, then there's no one available. And of course, Coker has like another big play on 3rd down and then catches the fucking bomb touchdown. It wasn't much. It was like 3 for 70 and a touchdown though. So he scored like 17 in PPR. And then she like came and gave me a blowjob. It was awesome.
4 for 74 and a touchdown. The encouraging thing is 6 targets. McMillan only had 1 catch, but it was that 43-yard go-ahead touchdown. Coker, I don't want to call him a deep threat, but he's playable.
He's a electric slot receiver, and maybe a poor man's electric slot receiver. Could you say that?
Yeah, I guess it's a good way to look at it. I mean, 30. Yeah, he looked good. He did look good.
Let's see. It's a 12-man. So Edson's team, he said that's a 12-man. That's a good team. The one we read.
Okay, that's a good team for 12, especially for 12-man.
So Fairbairn over Boswell now need a kicker. I mean, it was that for a while now, just because also we mentioned the weather, right?
Yeah,
the weather's the concern, and like it's not going to get any better now. The offense is a concern. Like there's a lot of fucking concerns right now in Pittsburgh.
Also, D'Amico Ryans loves kicking field goals on 4th and 1. So,
well, I told you the thing about Myers, why Myers is so great. It was a 2-score game. They had a 4th and 1 on like the 34-yard line. And they kick. It's probably because how inept the Vikings offense was.
Yeah.
Like no coach kicks that.
Not anymore.
I'm very happy because I have Jason Myers everywhere. I almost traded for Justin Jefferson. Mark, it was me telling you to do that. So, you know, sometimes I don't always give good advice. And that was, I'm wrong. I am dead wrong. I'm going off talent, man. And I just think it was the mix of talent with JJ and then Kevin O'Connell. Trusting the coach and trusting the receiver, and not I was disregarding the quarterback position, which is the main cog.
How it will get better though. Like are these quarterbacks magically going to get better with 4 weeks left in the season?
Brosner's good.
Is he?
No. Joshua says I have Herbert and Danny Dimes. Do I pick up another quarterback? Yeah, I would. Who does Dimes have this week? I can look it up.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I don't remember. Dimes has, he'll beat me because he has a computer in front of him.
A computator?
Yeah, I'm using my computer and I have my other thing up in the chat. So Coker, we'll research that here. Coker, Adonai, or Wicks. Who is it?
Jaguars.
Jags?
Coker, Adonai,
I don't mind it actually.
From my last flex spot.
Would you rank Wicks last? I know Wicks is a safe bet, but like I don't feel like there's any upside with Wicks like week to week. I feel like he's just a wide receiver. Like I think Adonai has like the most upside. I think Coker is a floor play, and then Wicks is an X factor. But if you have Golden coming back, and you have Jaden Reed coming back, where is Wicks fitting
at some point? Golden we know is coming back at some point. So yeah,
where does he fit in?
I mean, Wicks is the 3rd one on here. I just don't want anything to do with those Green Bay wide receivers anymore. Maybe Watson.
We're taking Adonai by a mile over Coker, though.
Right now, yeah. Till things change.
Well, like they run the ball too much, and it's like he's never going to be the number 1 there ever.
Yeah, they ran the ball 35 times in Carolina today, and it wasn't like they were blowing out the opponent. So he'll never be the number 1.
Josh, who's available in your league? Like, who are you picking up? You have Herbert. Herbert might even play this week, but it's also he wasn't doing well before this injury because their offensive line can't protect anyone.
Yeah.
So, like, who are you picking up? You know what I mean? Like, Trey Lance? It's a joke.
Yeah, okay. You know, my feelings on Trey Lance. Who's even available right now? That's the question.
Well, I just got to ask him, Joshua. This is a good question for the Discord. Anyone in here that's not in the Discord, you need to join this chat, the show. It goes on and on and on and on, and it's a never ending. What's that song? Is that There's a song. It's a kid's song.
That never ends.
Yeah. What show is that from?
I don't know. Some stupid song.
It just goes on and on, my friends. I started singing. It's so bad. It's so annoying. I got to get that clip in here because it sucks. And yeah. Anyways, do that. We got to see who's on your wire, man. Send us a picture once you get in the Discord. Can't bench Jefferson. Go down with a ship. I love it, Sven. I'm right there with you, but it's probably a losing. Oh, this is a good one. Would you start Adnai over Jefferson? I mean, maybe. No.
You're rearranging chairs on the deck of the Titanic, I guess.
You're not winning without Justin Jefferson. Most rosters, I'm playing him. I have a bye.
Without
Justin. I don't know what. I think he meant with. I have Justin Jefferson in only one league, I think, and I have a bye right now in Fantrax. So I'm going to just keep on rolling him out there. I don't give a shit.
You will in week 16.
Then it happens, and I'll say, fuck it. You know what? The thing is, I'm probably not going to be going up against them because how many Justin Jefferson teams are in the playoffs?
Well, I mean, you were trying to trade for him, and you couldn't manage to get a single. I guess it's all Fantrax leagues, right? Like
you can't trade. Yeah, I only have a couple leagues I can trade. I only have 6 home leagues that I can trade in. Ooh, this is a good call. Why don't they? If you can't throw to Jefferson, hand the ball over to him, or screenplays like end arounds.
I'm all about screenplays, but I really hate jet sweeps and end arounds with star wide receivers. You see far too many guys get hurt on stuff like that.
Yeah, but at this point, just fuck it. And Shaky says, "I drafted my."
What's the difference at this point?
Right, I've drafted my wife's winning teams for the past 2 years. I've yet to receive a BJ. No, you know what? He's getting anal. That's why.
Oh, okay, great news.
She's offering one of the two, and you always take the butt because you can get BJs anytime. You can't get the butt anytime. That's a rule.
I mean, not with that attitude.
Yeah, Coker's on bye week 14. That's a good call.
Oh yeah, that's a good call. Forgot about that. Yeah, no Rico Chuba situation.
Mark's already secured the playoffs though. Might be able to get both. I'm dropping Parker. Yeah, Parker Washington's out for a while. That's why I'm pretty happy about Brian Thomas. So again, I didn't draft Brian Thomas anywhere. I did trade Chase Brown for Brian Thomas. I was very pissed about that in a vacuum, right? Just because it's a bad trade. And have you seen Scary Movie Story?
Yeah, it's been a while.
So like Ray always says in a vacuum, like that's his go-to quote. So I had to upload this clip.
Yeah, well, Mom also said for you to stop sticking your dick in the vacuum cleaner.
Hello? Hello?
I said don't disturb me when I'm cleaning my room.
I have no recollection of that scene whatsoever.
Doofy's the best, man, because it's literally just a Scream spoof, right? And Dewey, who's also kind of like slow in Scream, if you notice, like he's just like fawning over fucking Gail Weathers, who is Courtney Cox. Are you a fan of Courtney Cox?
She's fine. The new Scream is coming out next year.
Bro, I'm done with Scream. Like too many.
Catch it on streaming.
I will watch Halloween. Okay, I will watch all the Halloweens. The GOAT right there, Michael Myers. But that's it. Are
they going to make a new one of that? Probably, right?
Dude, I don't know. There's 13 Halloweens, I think, or 12. There's fucking too many. Bandit, I traded Jefferson 4 weeks ago for Henry. Hey-o! Charlie Sheen is approving this.
Yeah. Henry should have had a freaking monster game, but, neither here nor there.
Well, he got Mitchell stole his touchdown there. Keaton Mitchell, and they're also playing. Who's the third guy there? Storey.
Gina Lee.
What the hell are we doing?
I'm not going to get into it again because I said my piece on.
Well, you know what they're doing. They're saving Derrick Henry for the theoretical playoffs that might not even exist.
Exactly. Yeah.
I like this one, Mark. Someone said this. Rearranging chairs in the Titanic. I love that line. What are your thoughts on Titanic, the actual movie? I'm guessing you don't like it.
I've got the VHS box set with the two tapes. Second tape's fine. Second tape's actually pretty good. First tape, you can keep that first half of that movie.
You remember how you disagreed with my my Jenny from Forrest Gump? We did our all-time movie villains list, and I had her as an honorable mention.
Jenny from Forrest Gump. Disagree with that? Why would I?
Yeah. Oh, was it Ray?
Why would I disagree with that?
Someone did. And then I should have mentioned Rose, because she's also one of the worst movie villains ever.
She's just a liar
and a spoiled little bitch.
Yeah.
Kind of hot though.
I mean, Kate Winslet's pretty hot.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the scenes. Like, how many? I think that's like, if you were to vote for like our generation, I would bring this up all the time. Movie boob virginity. That is like highest up on the list for me. It was like I was watching Terminator and fucking Halloween when I was like 8, so like that was it. But like most people, Titanic was PG-13. There was a fucking full sidle of her titties in the painting picture.
Yeah, I could not tell you what my first movie experience was with that.
I know. I asked you the question in the pod when you first came on. I asked everyone on the show. I did start doing it in the stream too. I'll do that in the movie section. But that sex scene in the car that they have does not make sense at all. You know that, right? The position they're in, her hands up there. What kind of position are they doing?
That's not something I give any thought to whatsoever.
Oh, I break down these movies in a whole different way than you do, Storey.
That's fair.
Yeah, I am definitely doing that. We like Coker. His usage is nice. He looks good. And the Tet, what a crazy game for Tet. I was against Tet in a few weeks. He was 0-0-0 the whole time. I see he jumps up to 11.7 or whatever.
Yeah, like because of the one catch, one touchdown.
We like that though. That's the that's called the Mike Evans, right?
Usually it's like 2 catches, 2 touchdowns, but
Rob, you horny bastard. Yeah, it's pretty accurate. I shouldn't be, because I told you I got that BJ when Jalen Coker scored that touchdown. So,
and I'm sure
although one isn't enough.
Online.
All right, I owe a beer chug before we get off here. This is it. We almost hit 3 hours. Dude, I got a problem. All these streams are 3 fucking hours, Storey.
Oh my God. It's crazy. I can't believe you can bang this out every single night.
I'll say this. The end is near for these 7 nights a week. Like, I haven't missed a show. We have 4 weeks left of the fantasy season, right? 4 weeks?
4 weeks. You got last week. This week was the penultimate week of the fantasy season. You got the last week of the regular season, and then boom, there you go. Playoffs are here.
Yeah.
Hope you all got buys.
So I'll once the fantasy season's over, we're still going to do 3, 4, or 5 shows a week, but I'm not doing 7. Like, because there's not enough stuff to talk about. We're going to do a lot of stuff in the off season. I'll still be doing 3 or 4 or 5. Like, I'll probably be doing 5. You know me. But
yeah.
7, I'll feel like I have like a vacation. 2 nights off. I get to go to bed with my wife, and she won't divorce me. That's really awesome.
You also don't need to do 3 hours every night.
I didn't plan on it. I'd never plan on it. I have a good time. I have a couple beverages, and like the chat's here, and I got people paying for the Patreon. Like, people are in here. I want to give them what they want. If they're gonna hang out with me, I'm gonna hang out with them, kind of thing.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying, like, in the off season, it's probably not as much to talk about that you don't necessarily need to do 3 hours every night.
Dude, I could do 30 minutes in the Titanic sex scene. So, like, I mean, what are you talking about?
That's the problem.
And I try to make it every night.
We get distracted all the time on conversations, and
Sven says he listens to it at work sometimes, and it's funny when someone else hears it when he's at work. And I could agree. It's not safe for work. It's generally not safe for work.
What is he doing at work that he's at work later?
Yeah, what do you do for work? Sven, are you in the Discord, Sven? Again, there's so many people in there. I forget everyone's like handle and tag and all that shit. So are you in there, Sven? I know you've been on here for quite a while. I see you in here quite a bit. So Titanic, was it sweaty hand? Yeah, it was a sweaty hand on the fucking window. Like, what was she riding him? Like, I don't know. You don't want to get into this whole thing, but yeah,
I'm sure.
I love that shit.
It's a great scene, I'm sure.
No, you don't want to talk about it.
Well, no, I get distracted this time of night. I shouldn't be checking emails, but we work with a company in the Netherlands and a company in China. And the next thing you know, I log into my email and I've got like half a dozen emails from these companies.
What are they trying to sell you?
They're not trying to sell me anything. We sell their products, and I get stuff like, talking about this new product, talking about, this order, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, Storey's a successful businessman, and
it's a relative word.
Yeah. Anyway, all right, Sven, if you're not in the Discord, go to the website. Link in the description. Get in the Discord because this show, if you're watching a lot of the show, this is ground floor, gentlemen. Ground floor. Next year's gonna be different, bigger. This is the ground floor. I won't forget those that help me out now, and it's for life. It's like the Halo, right? In Avatar, you're mated for life. We're mated for life.
Yeah, I don't mind that film. What's it called? They're called Halo? I could not have told you that. Like,
it's the Halo, Jake.
I couldn't quote one line from that movie. I think it's a great movie, and I don't know that it's like had a huge impact on the like pop culture. Like, you know.
Well, the second one's terrible. Have you seen the second one?
No, I know. You know what?
I didn't see it until recently. It's not great. Yeah, I'm not seeing the third one. Because of it, I'm not seeing the third one.
Around early November, and I should have gone to see it in the theater. The new one's coming out next year.
Yeah, I'm not seeing that one because I didn't like the second one.
I'll watch Avatar when it's on, and there's a whole world of Pandora in Disney World, in Animal Kingdom. But again, like I know the actors, I couldn't quote one line from that whole movie.
Isn't it? It's not called falling. It's not flying. It's falling with style, or that's Toy Story, isn't it?
I know the name of the big orange dragon birds. It's called Tarak Makto.
See, you know that.
And I know Sivako, rise to the occasion or rise to the challenge. Sivako.
First Avatar's amazing, but it's not good after that. All right. This is awesome. Storey, thank you so much. Rip for us in our fantasy league. Our combined, we had a great team. Second most points. We're gonna miss the playoffs. A 12-team league. Cam, Tucker Craft. Well, it was Scam. Garrett Wilson. Like our team died. Fuck, man. It hurts because like I can't believe I loved our team. I feel like our team is better than 12 of my teams that are going into the playoffs, and that we're not going to have the opportunity. It's just going to be sitting there scoring 180 points when it doesn't matter.
Yep, these things happen, but it's not going to deter us. We're going to come back strong.
Yeah. We've had rough the first 2 years we've done it. We have great teams, injuries, and our points are always good. So I think we need to test our luck in best ball. We got to figure out some formula here in best ball, whatever we do, and just do a bunch of leagues together. And I'll do a fuckload of them anyway. But
good idea.
You got to get into the best ball streets though, because you have not really have a lot of experience with it.
I did 1 year where it was you remember Draft, the app Draft or the site Draft?
Yeah.
I did 1 year of that heavy. I did like 40 leagues. And I just did the cheap ones, like $5-10 ones, and I use them as mock draft practice because you could do it right from
That's
your phone.
exactly what you do. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm not.
I did 400 this year, so I did 400, and I have $800, and Erica has we did $1,200 in best ball, but we did literally 400 drafts. So, and they're so spread out. There's a lot of tournaments. Like we should make our money back, and when you do the tournaments, like there's a chance you can make a lot of money.
Yeah.
And there's also a chance you lose $500 or $600, but who cares?
Tournaments, you got to be. I think there's a slightly different strategy. We'll get into that in the offseason.
Yeah, 100%. Love you, Storey. Thank you for coming on. Thank you to everyone for donating. Mark, especially you. Appreciate everyone in here. We'll talk to you in the Discord. If you're not in there, professionalfanatics.com. We'll see you tomorrow night for the Monday night Storey. Come on, Monday night recap, 10:45 p.m. Central. Stay positive. Love your life. Respect each other. We will see you tomorrow.